Very talkative for a set of corpses.
Shut up.
Oh, hey, shut up, man. That was actually good, especially considering what we're talking about is literally a show set in hell. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Considering we all kind of live in hell.
Speaking of which, hello,
everybody. Stephen King would be proud.
I'm sure he would.
I think Stephen King would be giving us weird looks. Anyway, folks, welcome to our third Helluva Boss discussion session. I am, as always, Warwolf. We got Shadow, we got Jayse, and we got Mr. Rosary.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, this is an out-of-character podcast.
We might get one or two other people popping in later on. If not, hey, they're fucking lost.
I mean, we did tell them it's 6:30, but it's 7 o'clock, 30 minutes after.
Hell, I was here 10 minutes ahead. Let everybody know, and nobody fucking showed up until after the fact. So.
Yeah, I overslept on a nap, so.
Next time, you might want to set an alarm clock.
I think you probably did and just forgot to actually turn it on.
Well, because I've had to tell Ruby to set an alarm clock and Rosary an alarm clock. So I've pretty much been telling people to set alarm clocks a lot.
So anyway, folks.
It's getting tiresome.
Also, Rosary, you got noise going on in the background there? What's going on?
Also, hello, Barks the Jackal.
That was just typing. Is that too loud?
No, I hear somebody talking back there.
You're hearing my parents outside.
Wow, that's disturbing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, folks, for those of you who don't know, Helluva Boss was a spin-off show from Has-Been Hotel. The series focuses on 3 imps and a hellhound who have started their own assassination business where they go up to Earth from hell and basically kill people at the behest of those who are willing to pay to have people killed off for whatever sense of revenge or whatever other madness has possessed them. And our main characters are right here on the screen on the overlay. Right here, we've got Blitz is our main character, the one with the oversized horns. And what the hell is that in the background?
It'll be wet. I'll do it
later. I think that might be Shadow's TV.
Yeah, because that's not my TV.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but whoever's TV that is, turn it off, please.
Or at least turn down the volume.
Sorry, that's my grandfather. He doesn't have good hearing. He tends to
close your door and put a towel at the bottom of your door, so this way it will block sound or clothing or something.
Or at least noise suppression foam, which is what I use.
Well, no, the sad part is I think he's got noise suppression on, but because it's still a voice, the microphone's picking it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, our main character. Hang on a minute. So for our main character, we've got Blitz. Technically, his full name is Blitzo Buxo, but he has basically started pronouncing it Blitz with a silent O, and yes, his last name is Buxo. To his immediate right, which would be our left, we have Moxie, and to the immediate left of the screen would be Millie. They are a couple who have been married for about a year, although this has certain contradictions, I think, in regards to what we saw in episode 5. And then, of course,
the pilot.
So we don't know too much about it because, like, this, we'll get into that in a minute. And then on the far right, we have Luna, who was pretty much everybody's favorite character.
Yeah, mainly because of her attitude for me.
I mean, come on, look at that smile. She just looks so goddamn full of herself. But at the same time, she is so full of herself, but at the same time, because of what we know she can do, she kind of has a reason to. She can back it up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they're all pretty good fighters, but I mean, Luna seems to basically just be, I'm just going to bite your head off kind of a girl.
Yeah. She's pretty lovable in that way.
Serious ass.
Oh, absolutely. All right, so at this point, folks, we're still waiting for Season 2, Episode 2, and we've covered pretty much all of the episodes so far. There's been 9 that have been, well, technically there are technically 9 that have been released, although it's supposedly should have been 10 because episode 8 of the first season was basically held up on some kind of a copyright issue that we still don't know the full details of. So there were technically 8 episodes in season 1 because you have the pilot and then the first 7 episodes. Season 2 launched in July, and we got episode 1 of season 2, which does retcon a few things, but nothing so egregious that it breaks the lore of the show so far. And I'm thinking, I actually was talking with somebody over in the server for Erica Lindbeck, who plays Luna. At least I think that was the server. We were having a discussion of when we thought that the next episode was going to come out. Now, I'd originally predicted early October, but somebody else on the server there mentioned that they thought it would probably be in the latter half of the month to basically set it to coincide with their Halloween sale, which does kind of fit. Because they tried to do their sales as close to a holiday as possible if there's one to be done. I mean, they've had one for Halloween, they've had one for Christmas, they've had one for Valentine's Day. And then they just have like spring break in like mid-June. So
my Discord's acting great.
Yeah, 1 sec.
Yeah, my Discord was acting up a little bit, so I had to leave and rejoin. So.
Yeah, that's fine. I had something in my throat for a minute there anyway. But yeah, so I mean, that's not a bad theory that we might get this around. I'm getting an echo. Who am I getting an echo from here?
That's me. My Discord's acting up.
Ah, okay. Hopefully that will have fixed it, but we'll see. But yeah, no, I mean, that's not a bad theory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we do know that there are a lot of scenes that came up in the cinematic trailer for season 2. We've seen some of it already appear in the first episode, at least a little bit of it anyway. So there's also been a partial animatic/cinematic shown at a convention or something of what could be the second episode. Now, this was also something that we discussed on the on that other server, where we weren't sure if the second episode is going to be Luna-centric or more Octavia-centric, with Luna getting a B plot. And I honestly think that episode 2 is going to be kind of based more around Octavia with a potential B plot for Luna, because we've only really gotten one Luna-centric. I don't even know if you call it necessarily Luna-centric, because I mean, again, she was kind of the B plot in episode 3, even though she did get a little bit more of a focus simply because of what was going on in the third episode.
Yeah.
So, like I said, this is why I was a little upset that we didn't get episode 8 when we were supposed to. I mean, Vivian Medrano has stated we're supposed to be getting that episode as a special at some point. I will believe it when I see it. Until then, I'm considering that the lost episode. Mm-hmm. And the thing, it feels like it was supposed to be, if not Luna-centric, then at least Luna-heavy. Which, again, like, she is the character we know the absolute least about. I mean, that's not to say that we know a great deal about the other 3 characters, but by comparison, we know more about them. We know more about Stolas, for example, and he's not even a main character. He's a recurring character, but he's not part of the main cast. We know more about him than we do about Blitz's adopted daughter.
Yep.
So we're going to have to wait and see if we do get a Luna-centric episode. Like I said, I think episode 2 of season 2 is going to be pretty heavy on Octavia, because officially we know now that Stolas and Stella are straight up getting a divorce.
Finally.
This was implied to have been the case in episode 7, but it turns out no, they actually had not gotten the divorce yet. What is that thumping?
I know.
Sorry.
Thumping.
Yeah,
I don't hear any thumping.
It was coming from Rosary. I don't know what it was, but
I'm petting the dog. It is demanding pet.
Well, pet him on the head, because if you pet him on the butt, he's gonna start thumping.
That's not the butt. That was the belly.
Oh.
How? Oh, what? So what was it? His tail hitting the floor?
No, that was my hand patting the belly.
Oh. Well, instead of patting, just pet. There's a difference.
Okay.
And speaking of dogs.
Uh-oh. Wait, what happened?
Luna is everyone's favorite dog.
Well, no.
Exactly.
No. Luna's everybody's favorite wolf girl.
Well, she's a hellhound, and a hound means dog.
Yeah, but what were dogs descended from?
Wolves.
I guess.
And Luna is straight up designed to look like a wolf.
Yeah, I can see that.
So yeah, she's everybody's favorite wolf, not everybody's favorite dog.
Yeah.
So.
And for almost 2 years, I have completely mistaken the wolf and the dog. So,
Well,
they do have similarities.
That's not entirely surprising, considering depending on the type of dog you're looking at, there is a close resemblance to its more feral ancestor. So that's not a hard thing.
Especially if you look at wolfhounds, wolf dogs. Those half dogs.
Yes, that is, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so we don't know what's going on with episode 2 yet. But again, I do think Luna's going to be part of the B plot. I don't know if she's going to be the focus. I would like to see an episode focused entirely on her because, again, we know so little about her. I mean, we've got more information about, Stolas than we do about her, and he's not even a main character.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a flashback episode for Luna.
Honestly, I think that's probably the best we're going to get with her, at least for the time being, simply because, we do know so little about her. We know she was adopted by Blitz when she was around 17 and a half.
Yeah, almost 18, as she stated in episode 3.
So, yeah, she was probably about 17 and a half, give or take. And basically, we know also that she is a character who probably had a much rougher childhood than, say, Moxie or Millie, because we know that Millie had a life on a farm with a relatively large and very, very much interconnected.
Energetic.
We don't know much about Moxie. We know he's from the Wrath Ring, but we do know potentially where he's from. Give me a minute. I've got to see because I think give me a minute here. We were talking about this the other day. And yes, okay. So I mentioned the other day in our last session that there was a shirt based around the tour of Verosika Mayday that was meant to coincide with episode 3. Now, I did manage to track down a screenshot of this thing. And basically, Shadow, I'm actually going to send you a copy of this so you can put it up here. Give me just a second. And we got to get to where the
Plus, me personally, I would like to have an episode where, where I think how Moxie and Millie actually first met.
Honestly, that would be an interesting point because we don't know exactly how long they've known each other. Because, if you had told me, with episode 7, well, they did tell us in episode 7, but if you told me prior to episode 7 that they had only been married for a year, I would have been very fucking surprised and probably would not have believed you simply because of the fact that they act like they've been together so long. So yeah, so Shadow, I just sent you the Verosika's tour screenshot that I got here. So we know that there is a city in the Wrath Ring called Los Tanio, which is probably meant to be a riff on Los Angeles. And I am thinking that might be where Moxie is from. So I don't know if that's true. Shadow, are you here?
Yeah, he's here. He's just got his mic turned off because his grandfather's vacuum is on.
Yeah. All right. Well, no. I'm not hearing anything from him now. So whatever you did with trying to get, there you go. All right. So, it's in your DMs.
It should have been in your DMs, dude. Must be taking a while then. Oh, yep. Must have been a larger file. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah. Since we're talking about Luna, one of my favorite lines from her is actually from the pilot. It was after she, quote unquote, quote unquote sent me after I know words, people. I know words. My brain just wanted to stop working. But here, let me look at it. Oh yeah. That's better. That's better. Yeah.
Okay.
One of my favorite lines from Luna is actually from the pilot, and which is technically the first episode, because
Well, yeah, the pilot is like the very first episode, so episode 7 is technically the 8th episode overall, but like you got the pilot and then you got the first season proper. But yeah. So so basically the episode the moment he's referring to is from the pilot, where Luna basically as a complete gag just sends Moxie a fax for a weight loss clinic.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, to which point he goes like, why would anybody send me this? To which she responds, come on, you know why. It's like everybody quotes that fucking episode. But yes, so this is the shirt that I was telling you about. I'm not even, I think I got this from another of the Cartoon Universe videos. Again, I'm not a big fan of the people who run it because of, their behavior towards me in recent months, but I will give them credit. They're not complete pants at research. I mean, they're complete pants sometimes, like where they're referring to somebody's eye patch as their eye. I mean, hello, like whatever, but But yeah, so if you look at the second ring, the second one down, Los Satanio, I guess.
Los Santano.
Los Satanio.
Oh.
Yeah, that probably, Los Santanio, that probably fits. And that is in the Wrath ring. Now, we know that both Millie and Moxie are from Wrath.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's possible that he could be from Los Satanio.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I can't imagine there wouldn't be more potential cities in the Wrath ring, because we know there's more than one city in the Pride ring. We know there's at the very least Pentagram City and Imp City, but and then we also got we actually have some of the other cities listed down here that Veraska hits, which also give us a little bit of an idea of some of the places that they're potentially riffing on, depending on where they are, and sometimes they're just doing weird shit. So the next one down is Beelzehaven Gluttony. Now, a lot of people, including the people at Cartoon Universe, have theorized that the Hellhounds might be a species native to the Gluttony Ring. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but either way, we do know that the Gluttony Ring seems to be semi-insectoid themed, which is why I have a hard time imagining why you would have like wolves or dog-like animal people basically in a place based around bugs, but whatever.
Technically, they're called insects.
Well, insects are a specific breed of bug. You've also got arachnids and a couple of other things, but either way.
Yeah.
So then you've got Mint City and Greed. So I don't know where the hell that was actually supposed to be. A riff from Crystal Stadium isn't even a city. Yeah, and it's in the Lust Ring, which is interesting. Then you got Levittown in Envy, Dreamsville in Sloth, and then the last
finally
one,
Florida,
which was meant to tie into episode 3, Spring Broken. Yeah. So yeah, and I think you can bring down the shirt now.
Okay.
We pretty much got that covered. So anyway, so that gives us the general idea of what we're dealing with, at least in terms of some of the major places in the various rings. But that doesn't tell us quite everything.
Well,
what's on your mind, Rosary?
Well, what?
I was just wondering if we'll ever learn which ring exactly that Luna is from.
Well, again, that's an interesting question because we don't even know what ring Blitz is from.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we know that Moxie and Millie are from Wrath. We have no idea where Blitz and Luna are from. So again, there's a lot of people who have theorized that for some reason they think the Hellhounds come from the Gluttony Ring. I don't know if I believe that, but we'll have to wait and see. In any case, we do know a couple of things about the show's universe proper. We know that there is supposedly a massive time dilation gap between Earth and Hell. So basically, 1 year for Hell can be up to 10 years for Earth. So that's a whole thing there, which means that all of these characters, no matter how old they are, you'd probably have to add at least 100 years onto whatever age they're listed at. For example, we know that Luna is stated to be 22 years old. Adding in that time dilation effect, that makes her around 220.
So 2200, basically.
No, that 2200 would mean over 2000.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Remember, yeah, you're adding, like, if you're talking about somebody who's 22 in Hell years, that makes them 220 in Earth years.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So we know also that this theoretically fits for Stolas as well, because Stolas, I think, was first developed around 300 to 400 years ago at the time of the major uprise of the church and their expansion of like the lore of heaven and hell. And Stolas was a more relatively recent development by comparison. So if we go by that, that puts him around like the 1600s to 1700s when he really rose to prominence.
Yeah.
That's about 250 to 270 years old. So that fits because we know that, again, according to episode 1 of season 2, he has known Blitz since they were children. Now, we know that, strictly speaking, Octavia is 17, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, subtract that. Now, remember, they say it's 25 years later when we see the adult Stolas reuniting with Blitz.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, we don't know how old Stolas was supposedly on his birthday, but given his incredibly young age, I want to say he was no older than between 8 and 10. All right?
Now, which would make him no older than 20 or 80 at best in Earth years.
No, as a kid, yes. So, as an adult, however, remember, they say it's 25 years later. So when we see, because when they cover that party, that's supposed to be part of the pilot episode, or at least part of the backstory to the pilot episode. And we know at this point, Octavia is 17. 25. 17 minus 25.
17 minus.
You mean 25 minus 17? You mean?
Yeah, whatever. Shut up.
Oh wait, you almost made it say -8. Because that's what 17 minus 25 is.
I'm having a moment, okay?
That's
so
fine.
Yeah, so he would have to.
We all have moments.
So he would have, which means he would have had to have been married at no later than 16. And they would have had to have given birth to Octavia no more than potentially a year to 2 years later.
Yep.
So Stolas is basically like he's in his early 30s by Hell standards, so he's around 300 something by ours.
Yep.
So yeah, he is stupidly young. So and
he looks amazing.
Yeah, he does.
What? I had to, okay? I had to.
All right. I ain't gonna. I could rag on you for that, but I won't. But yeah, no. So I mean, Octavia is roughly around 170 odd years old on Earth years. So again, I mean, Stolas is not that much older. He's again like maybe double Octavia's age, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but he's in his 30s by Hell years, which theoretically means we know that Blitz is around the same age. What we do not yet know are the ages of Moxie and Millie. Yep. We also don't know how long they've known each other.
Yeah.
And we also have no clue exactly when Blitz started the business. Because we know that he was already getting this whole thing put together, but he didn't actually get the business to take off until obviously once he got the grimoire. Now, we know that they've hinted at the possibility that Stolas might decide, instead of the grimoire, to give them what are called Asmodean crystals, which have the same ability to transport to and from the mortal world. This is, by the way, I presume this is how Verosica and her crew got to Earth, because they would have had to have had a different means of getting to Earth in episode 3, because they wouldn't have been able to use the grimoire, because we know that the gang at Imp had it.
Yep.
So it's more than likely got to be these crystals. Now, these crystals were seen in reference in episode 1 of season 2 during Stolas' song. Somebody actually went to the point and trouble of translating the runes that were seen in that book, and that's how we know that what we were seeing were called the Asmodean crystals, and that they are capable of enabling people to travel to and from Earth.
Yep.
So I think we're going to see that in the near future, and we'll have to wait and see if we're right. And I honestly think that it might be that, episode 2 might be where we get these, because, again, if the theory is correct that the episode animatic that we were, and it's up on YouTube as well, that was shown at that event might be from the next episode, they might have to start using the Asmodean crystals just to go after Octavia when she basically takes off with the grimoire. Again, this is theoretical only, and this is potential spoilers. So there's your warning, because this is basically all speculation for new episodes. We don't know what's true. We don't know what's not true, other than what little bits we've seen, and we don't even know what episode that animatic was even from. So that's a whole other thing. Mm-hmm. And who's screaming no at people, and why?
That was my dog, and it shoved its face into my hands and demanded petting.
Oh,
aha! Well, pat him on the head. Just don't pat him.
Speaking of petting, one day someone's gonna pet Luna. One day.
Get your mind out of the gutter, you dick!
What do you mean, mind out of the gutter? Petting is okay.
Yeah.
Think about who he's talking about being petted.
What? Luna's
but Luna has made a puppy face before.
Yes.
No.
Maybe she'll get petted.
Puppy dog eyes. That's a big difference.
Yeah, she made the puppy dog eyes, but she's never made the puppy face.
Aww.
Well, it made her look like a puppy.
I'm not even sure what a puppy face would be.
Yeah, I don't know either.
You can look it up on Google, I guess.
All I know is that when she made the puppy eyes, I thought that if that one guy wasn't in a relationship, she would have let him pet her.
Dude, you realize she was making that face at her father.
Yeah.
Really?
Get your mind out of the gutter, you sick bastard.
I thought she made that face of the other hellhound.
No, dude!
No, dude!
Blitz was literally in the shot! She was literally facing Blitz when she was doing that!
Were you not paying attention?
Clearly not!
I guess I wasn't. Jeez.
Oh my god!
My mind wasn't in the gutter. I just wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
But still, one day somebody will pet Luna, but we're not sure when. She needs that and a hug. She needs a hug, definitely.
Oh no, I'll definitely agree with the idea that she needs a hug, because good lord, that girl just needs a friend. She really does.
Mm-hmm.
She might have a friend in Octavia.
Maybe.
You know, this still, they've kind of hinted at that with some of the Shark Robot merch, but it hasn't happened yet. But I could see that. I mean, there's a 5-year gap between them, but considering that their fathers are just having this really bizarre fucking relationship where they just can't seem to figure out where they stand with each other, I mean, yeah, they're pretty much going to be in each other's orbits eventually. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Each other's orbits.
Yeah. Thank you for repeating exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So we're assuming Ruby's not going to show. She hasn't responded.
How big is the dog?
Well, the dog is about a quarter my height when I'm standing. She's a herding dog.
Yeah, so I was going to say, if you're going to put her up in your lap, so.
Well, as long as the dog's happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't put my full-size dogs in my lap. They're too big.
Well, I mean, unless you were sitting on the couch, in which case, there's no reason not to, because they're like, yeah, you get space.
They just want the love and affection that every human gives to an animal.
Plus, if you could see my hair right now.
I'm glad no one can. Is it really bad, or is it?
Go lay down, dog. I'll be right back,
I
guys.
look like Prince Charming from Shrek.
Oh God.
Shrek 2. Nice.
Yeah. So, all right.
Joe, look.
So we know a couple of things are potentially going to happen based on that cinematics trailer. We know Stryker is coming back at some point in the new season.
Yeah, because we've seen him in the animatic.
I just said that, yeah, because of what we know from the animatic, we know he's coming back.
Yep.
What we don't know is what exactly the circumstances are where he's once again in conflict with the gang from Imp. But we know at some point they are going to throw down with him again, simply because, well, Stella still has a hit out on him. So, on Stolas, I mean. Now, presumably, he might just want revenge on the gang at Imp and just figure, okay, that's just a bonus. So.
Yeah. Stryker in his head is probably thinking, I get rid of Stolas' lackeys? That's going to be a bonus for me.
Why wouldn't it be a bonus?
Yeah.
So, now the interesting thing is, I don't want to necessarily overthink this, but I'm actually kind of curious as to whether or not he might have been genuine in his attempt to convince Blitz to join him. So, because I mean, again, he even points out it's very rare for an imp to start their own business. And we know these two are pretty well matched physically in terms of strength and skill based on the pain games. Because, I mean, if I can't imagine Stryker having any reason to hold back. You know, especially since, you know, why would you if, you know, it's like you got all these other imps, you know, and you know these other guys, you know, are potentially your competition. If you show them that you're better than them in every possible way during the pain games, you know, that's going to go a good way towards, you know, establishing a certain amount of standing in their minds. Now, granted, you know, he doesn't necessarily have to have gone all out, but I think he would have, just because, like, the whole idea of the pain games is figure out which one of you is the roughest, toughest imp in the area, and he and Blitz end up tying.
Yep.
You know? So I mean that says a lot.
Anyway, thanks to Jayse for getting the invites to that server.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no problem.
It's a nice place. I really love the emote with Luna toting her phone.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume you nitro boosted because...
Yeah, I have nitro boosted, so I can use it anywhere as long as I have nitro. Yep.
Yeah, my nitro's almost out, so...
Oh, bummer. But it's nice.
I have considered it, but I don't necessarily know that I want to spend extra money on something I'm not really going to use.
Well, you spend it, it's like $10 a month.
Yeah, but you got to remember, I'm not exactly rolling in money. So
I'm kind of rolling in money, but not as much as anyone would think. Basically just enough to get me through the months.
Speaking of that, that actually brings up a point that we've seen an actual progression at some point of time in the show. A lot of people are like, well, how much time actually progressed in the show? Well, first off, we know that Moxie and Millie were celebrating an anniversary in episode 7. What the hell is going on?
I think that's Rosary's parents talking again. Perhaps my grandfather's using sleeper again.
Anyway.
Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. Rosary's having a bit of trouble. Yep.
Well, as long as we've got everything on that, so we can be heard on the stream. Yeah. So anyway, we do know that there is something of a progression in the show because we don't know exactly how well.
No. Don't let Mouse into the garage. He tried to piss the Marcus territory. I smacked him hard and cleaned up the mess.
You don't smack dogs. You just tell them no and get them out of there. That's disturbing.
Yeah, no.
We do not condone animal abuse.
You smack him on the butt and tell him no.
Yeah, sorry, audience.
That's how I got him to stop.
But yeah, as Warwolf stated, we don't promote any animal violence. No, because we don't do that.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
Considering we voice animal characters.
So we know that at the time of the pilot, Blitz stated that business had been slow, meaning that clearly they had been having some success already. We don't know exactly how much time passed between the night he seduced Stolas and the pilot itself. However, they do indicate that it had been a while because I guess they were doing potential murder favors for Stolas in the pilot. So that's a whole weird thing. So whatever. We also know that by the time of episode 5, Blitz mentioned that they actually had a backlog of clients. So that was kind of interesting. I think he had, what was the exact number? I think it was like 15 clients, he said, that were waiting for kills. So that's a big progression, which meaning that the business was starting to grow. They went from being relatively on the slow side of things to having a backlog by episode 5.
Yep.
So that says quite a bit about what, Imp has been doing and how successful they've been. So
yeah, it shows that they have grown as a business and have gotten an actual customer base that's willing to pay out the nose for proper kills.
Yeah, we don't even know how much they charge, obviously, but here's the other thing.
they might be paying out the nose, they might be getting it for really cheap. We don't know, but we'll find out eventually.
I would think. Here's the kicker, though. Apparently, I guess you get a certain amount of money when you get to hell, I guess? Simply because... Oh, God, what is that now?
I have no idea.
That's Rosario.
Nice one.
I'll change rooms.
Please
real
do.
quick.
Yes, please do.
Please do.
Yes, please do.
Anyway. So, what? And now we gotta listen to
Rosario Dawson, could you please move to another room?
You gotta give me time to actually pick up the cord. It's an entire laptop.
Okay. Just speed it along, will ya?
Anyway, so the fact that they've gotten to the point where they had enough clients that there was a backlog by episode 5 is pretty impressive. Now, we also know that, Loopty Goopty literally showed up at their offices and claimed that he had died probably just prior to him showing up at their offices. So he actually got to hell, found out about Imp, and basically smashed in their walls as a way of getting into the building within a relatively quick period of time and hired them to kill Lyle Lipton.
Yep.
But here's the question. With what fucking money? How did he pay them? We know that there is
no idea.
We know that there's a currency in hell. We know it's called souls, and it's modeled on the dollar bill. And more specifically, I think they're modeled on the $100 bill, but whatever. Either way, we know there is a currency in hell. We don't know how people from the living world, once they die, make money. Obviously that soon. But I mean, again, he hired them apparently right out of the gate. Welcome back.
I'm going to stop using the sweeper. Hope it's last time for a while, I hope.
Yeah. Are you on your headphones?
Yeah. So that the OBS catches the audio, so I have to mute the mic so it doesn't catch the sweeper.
Right. So, long story short, we don't know how he managed to get up the money to hire them. We also don't know how much they charge because remember in episode 3, Blitz put up like a 50% off sale for fucking spring break, and they got so much friggin' business almost seconds later.
Yep.
So it's like, what do they actually charge? I'm hoping at some point we get an answer to this. But I mean, who knows? So
I think Rosary's finally got his situation fixed. It's a lot quieter now.
Yeah, it's gotten quiet.
too quiet.
Too quiet.
Funny enough, I'm sharing the kitchen table with two of my sisters who are on their iPads.
Oh, that's good. They'll keep themselves occupied.
Yeah.
All right, so
even though iPads are kind of garbage, but that's just my opinion on them.
Hey.
They don't own computers yet.
You know, actually, speaking of tablets, I've been thinking at some point that if I did get a tablet, I might want to get the Surface Pro.
Ooh,
yeah,
Microsoft.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Because honestly, it's like if you're going to do a tablet, you might as well get one of the best ones out there that doesn't cost as much as an iPad. Because an iPad costs you an arm, a leg, and the rights to your firstborn children.
Wow.
Boy.
That's very
I mean,
descriptive.
the Windows Surface are expensive, but they're not that expensive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so either way. Because I'm on a laptop, and my next machine is probably going to be another laptop. But at some point, if I ever did decide to get a tablet, it would probably be the Surface.
Oh, on a side note, I posted some comics and the screenshots and pictures to check out later. It's pretty funny.
Screenshots of what, dude?
It's basically a little comic I found on Twitter. It's some screenshots and pictures. You can look at it later if you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty funny.
Well, we'll worry about that later.
Alright.
Honestly, like I said, though, my next machine is probably just going to be another gaming rig.
Yeah, I have a tablet, but the speakers
are these people following you?
No.
Please tell me you're not a people magnet. That would be weird.
Nah, if he was a people magnet, he'd be a chick magnet.
Oh, they.
That was horrible, dude.
Come on.
I'm sorry, that was horrible.
That part is there were no fouls involved.
And that was worse.
Oh, come on. Owls aren't that fat.
I said foul. I didn't say owl. Sheesh. I feel bad for the owls. Humor.
What the fuck?
What kind of laugh is
I don't know why he's crying.
I'm not crying. I'm laughing.
You sure?
Yeah, well, it sounds like you're crying, dude.
It really does sound like you're crying, man.
I'm laughing, by the way. Sometimes I cry laughing. It's funny.
Oh, but Yuki shared my Twitter thing on there. Okay.
Anyway.
These people are driving me insane.
Seriously, what the fuck?
We probably should chose a better time to do this. The people are going to be annoying on Rosary's end.
Either that, or he's really got to get a room that's just soundproof that they just won't follow him into.
Yeah, a very fun life for Rosary, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, give me a sec. I'll change rooms again.
Yeah, just I was gonna make a joke by that.
If worst comes to worst, go up. Like, do you have a plug outlet in your attic?
Don't have an attic, Catherine. You're gonna have to plug yourself back in.
Plug yourself back in. Never have outlets.
I get it, because he's Metal Sonic.
Yeah. I was not trying to make a joke, but whatever.
Rivetar.
Yeah, we're having fun here. We're having fun here, folks. Even though it's only 4 people in here, but we're having fun.
Oh, and speaking of Luna's past, we still have yet to see who her actual parents are.
Oh, of course.
Definitely an interesting point, because we don't know how she ended up as an orphan.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I mean, was she abandoned?
God, seriously, I swear to God, I think these people are fucking.
I mean, were her parents killed? Was she left behind? I mean, there's got to be some kind of story.
Was she maybe just given up to foster care?
Or did she run away from her parents? Like,
we have no idea. There's a lot of stuff we don't know about her yet.
we're just making speculation at this point, so don't go by what we say. We're just speculating.
Well, no. Again, like I'm pretty sure.
Speculation is education.
What the hell,
Never
Rosary?
do that again.
Yeah, never do that again.
Okay, yes, I can get the dog some food real quick.
Oh boy. I'm pretty sure some of my subscribers do have pets, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with having a pet.
Yeah. Honestly, Rosary, if this keeps up, I'm going to tell you to go into the garage and just use that as your recording studio. Assuming they have a garage.
Yeah, I was about to say, does Rosary have a garage?
I don't know. Does he? Do you have a garage, Rosary? I mean, if you have vehicles, I'm pretty sure you have a garage.
Not necessarily.
Oh yeah, sometimes garages can hold tools or boats or
Well, sometimes
anything.
they just wouldn't have a garage. They just have a parking space behind their house.
That too. But yeah, hopefully you get that situated, Rosary, because if I hear another person talk behind you, I'm really gonna lose my shit. It's you.
Wait, dude. We don't want to hear about you losing defecation, all right?
Shut up.
Hey, you're the one who said it.
I'm trying to use the term as not get totally pissed off. That's what losing your shit means. Sheesh.
You realize
Thank you. It's a chicken treat.
Oh, good lord.
What the hell was...
What
Are these people following you?
Rosary, come on.
Dude, I am getting the dog's water.
Oh my god.
Just let you know, people, this is not part of the session. This is just weird randomness at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, a crazy Sunday night.
Yep. At first, I was gonna have a lazy Sunday, but
Speaking of
lazy
Sunday, I spent a few minutes or so on the lake on a boat from 1985 that has been preserved perfectly.
Nice boat.
Well, that wouldn't be hard considering, you know, as long as you manage the maintenance on a boat, there's no reason why it wouldn't be able to survive like.
Well,
30 years.
it was in dry storage with its own climate control, so it wasn't a problem.
Oh, there you go.
Starting to get dark in the room. I might need to turn a light on.
Yeah, I already got my light on, so.
Yeah, it's 7:55 where I live, and it's already in dark.
Well,
yes.
I turn on the lights as soon as I get up.
Wait, so you leave the lights on all day?
LED lights, why not?
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, LEDs.
I have an LED charging cable hooked up to my computer, and it lights in green, red, and blue. It's really nice. Considering my old phone used to use it, but my new phone doesn't. It's not compatible with it anymore. So,
yeah, no. Every light in my apartment except for the one in my bedroom, I think, is all LED lights.
Man, that's what I call futuristic lighting.
In any case,
no pun intended, of course.
Ugh.
Yeah.
In any case.
Yeah. So we also have a few other things that we know from that cinematic. We know that we're getting potentially a flashback to the. Oh my god!
Rosary, seriously. Warwolf's gonna slap you at this point.
Room!
That or Warwolf slaps you first, whichever comes first.
Oh god. Rosary, I got a question for you.
Mecha Sonic.
Hey, Rosary, you there?
He
He's
stepped
asking
away
you.
from the damn mic again.
I'm back. Sorry.
Okay, dude, do you have a garage?
Yeah, but nowhere to plug in.
Oy.
Do you have an extension cord? Yeah. Because this is getting this is getting beyond stupid. It's like these people are following you.
No, it's just how busy the nighttime gets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if we had known better, if I wasn't busy, we could have done this like during the day, but it's kind of hard with people's time zones.
Yeah.
I'm usually working during the day. Will's probably asleep, and Jayse, I don't know what he does during the day.
I get up around like 1:30, so I mean it's not that bad.
I got up at 10. I got up at 10 this morning because I had to go to my grandfather's.
Up at either 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm usually up by that time.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Like for me, it's like I usually go to bed around like 3. What?
Is this better?
Well, it's got a bit of an echo, but as long as like nobody else is following you in there.
Echo. Sorry, I was making a little echo joke. Sorry. Gotta get my cakes when I can.
Anyway.
Let's hope we have no more interruptions.
Yeah, let's hope.
Or else I'm gonna break a window.
Well, I wouldn't do that because you'd be the one stuck paying for it.
Yeah. Metaphorically,
breaking a window is actually bad luck.
Well, breaking a mirror is supposed to be bad luck, but breaking a window just means you broke a window.
Well, yeah.
And then a bird would probably fly in the broken window.
No, you forget the birds. At that point, and this time of night, you're worried about bats.
Oh, you like Rouge the Bat? Sorry.
Yeah, everybody's got feelings for Rouge the Bat. So.
And a month until Halloween too, so I can see why because bats are pretty much Halloween thing.
Bats have become associated with Halloween, but they're not a Halloween thing. They're all year round animals, dude.
Yeah, but people like to buy bat themed decorations and put them on their house. It's nice. Now let's try not to.
Why are you out here?
Let's try not.
Oh my God!
I'm not sitting on anything.
What's your butt on?
This conversation is gonna fly away like a bat.
It's working out. Okay.
We're trying to do a live stream here, and these people keep following him around.
Just kindly tell them you're doing a live stream with your friends and not to just walk in your vicinity or something.
I tried walking into the garage, but they're still here.
What?
Boy, this is really starting to annoy me.
Yeah, this is starting.
Okay. We go now?
You want me to put this in my intermission?
Oh my God!
But at this point, I can't think
Sorry
straight.
about all the background noise, folks. It's just
we'll be right back.
These people won't stop following him.
I put the stream
on
intermission until we get this situated because this is driving me nuts.
It's like, what is it driving you bolts?
Sadly, no. It's not driving me bolts. It's driving me nuts.
Nuts and bolts. You get it?
Oh yeah. Oh, now I get it now. Alright. As soon as we're no Rosary is completely not having people talk in the background, I'll switch over back to the help.
Is this better?
Is it?
Hopefully, yes. Like, do we finally have are we finally done with you being followed around by these people?
Yeah, I didn't expect them to go into the corridor between the garage and the house. Okay, I'm sorry.
Like they go everywhere, man. Don't they have
it's like they're fucking following you?
Don't they have a room or something in the house they can just all sit down and talk and just quit driving you bonkers? There has to be a specific room.
There's got to be a place where you dude. Can you go down to the basement and plug in? Because if you can,
the basement's your best bet.
That might be a little bit better.
Just don't run into any bats in that basement.
It's just like you sound fine. The issue is we keep hearing them. We don't want to hear them.
We don't want to
hear them. Right now you're not hearing anyone but me and the exhaust from a fan.
Okay, so where are you right now?
Garage.
Good. Okay, stay there for the moment. We're good.
Mm-hmm. And then
and
then someone starts chatting, go straight to the basement.
Amen.
Okay. We are back, folks.
Hopefully we've gotten this resolved. Good grief.
Yeah.
So
Good grief.
Sorry about that, everybody.
It's fine. It's just life being a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Anyway, so we do know, like I said, we're theoretically going to get some more information about Blitz's backstory, because we know that there's some stuff potentially with some flashbacks with him and Fizzarali prior to Fizzarali becoming cyberneticized. And by the way, folks, we can confirm that the cybernetics were not an always thing with Fizzarali. We can also confirm that, apparently at some point Fizz lost his horns. Because think about this. Look at the way the robotic Fizzarali moves, and then look at the way the real Fizzarali moves in episode 7. You notice the horn where his horn should be, it's just really floppy as hell. But then look at season 2, episode 1 with the young Fizzarali. He's got actual horns. So at some point he loses his horns and he ends up getting cybernetic limbs.
Wow.
We don't know how or when that's going to happen yet, but given that the trailers seem to indicate we're getting a lot of flashback heavy stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if we get that sometime in the next couple of episodes.
Very flashback heavy.
What do you mean? What do I mean flashback heavy?
No, I said very flashback heavy.
Oh, never mind. Okay,
That's
my hearing loss. But, hey, I got a partial hearing loss in both the ears. Leave me alone.
We know.
You think you've got a hearing loss in both of your ears? Try asking my dad.
Okay, dude, was he born with it though?
No.
I
No.
was.
My dad earned his by being too close to artillery shells most of the time.
Oh, so he must have been in the service.
Yeah, he spent like 23 years in the army.
Well,
Damn.
Thank you for
Wow.
Tell him we said thank you for your service.
I will.
Thank you.
My dad was in the Army Reserves.
My grandfather was in the Army, although I forget what unit.
My grandfather was working on aircraft in the Air Force during the Vietnam War.
Wait, are you sure it was Air
One of
Force?
the things.
Yeah.
It could have been Navy.
No,
Because remember, they both handle aircraft carriers.
No, it's Air Force.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yep.
One of the biggest things that the military liked him to do was to guard random checkpoints that they drew on a map where they didn't want the enemy to cross, and they'd only give my dad and his friends Colt 45s, and on occasion he'd either pick up a weapon from a dead friendly, or he'd find weapons stashed away by the enemy, which most of the time were brand new, yet from the freaking World War II or Cold War. And funny enough,
dude, we're getting off topic.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
No offense
It's
to the
alright.
service
Yeah,
men
yeah.
and women. No offense
Yeah,
to them.
sorry about that,
So,
folks. Just having a bit of a family talk.
Yeah. But in any case, so another thing we do know is that there is a new character potentially going to be showing up in the series. Now, before we got the drop of the animatic Season 2 trailer, we did get on Madrano's official Twitter an image of a new character who was in fact referenced in Season 2, Episode 1, Andralphus, who is supposed to be Stella's brother.
Yep.
He and Stella are both royalty, although on a lower rung of royalty in hell. So he is a marquis. I don't know exactly what this is supposed to be. I know they exist as a real life thing in royalty. They are clearly below Stolas in rank royalty speaking, but I mean, it's a thing.
Yep. Also, I think Andralphus is based off of Peacock.
He is, which makes Stella theoretically a peahen.
Mm-hmm.
So since unless they're like, unless it's a mixed family, which I suppose is possible, which also means that well, not necessarily, because remember, that means Octavia herself is a hybrid.
Mm.
Because remember, her father's
a Goetia. Yeah, her father's a Goetia.
No. Technically, Stella was already a Goetia as well. Remember, they're tiered on the amount of where they are in the royalty speaking, but that doesn't necessarily mean they aren't members of the Ars Goetia. It's just different parts of the organization, because it's not just a name, it's also an actual hierarchical structure of royals. So there's that.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for Aspen Hotel to get the series yet.
Well, at this point, we don't even know where that's going to land. So at this point, we've gotten more out of Helluva Boss from Madrano's version of Hell than we probably will ever see anytime soon with Hazbin Hotel, simply because we don't know where the hell it's landing, or if at this point.
Yeah,
I mean, it's been 3 years.
Yeah, because remember, I think we've all seen the pilot of that Aspen Hotel.
And don't get me wrong, the pilot is great. You know, the actors are fine and all, but as we know, pretty much everybody in Hazbin Hotel has been recast. The characters have been redesigned, and we still don't know where the hell this thing's going to end up.
Usually recasting is either good or bad, depending on how it ends up.
Well, we don't even know who's been put into these new slots.
Yeah, makes me want to. Makes me want to enjoy.
We know that everybody except Charlie's singing voice has apparently been recast.
Jeez.
Yep. Hi, Charlie. Do you mean the blonde chick who wanted to run the hotel?
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry, I never noticed her name. I'm sorry.
Charlotte Magny is her full name.
No. Charlotte Maine is her full name, and that's actually been changed. Yeah, because it was reference to Charlemagne. But yeah, no, it's been changed. She is now.
I was going with the pilot.
Yeah, officially she is now Charlotte Morningstar.
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 So it didn't matter that I didn't know her name because her name got changed.
Well, no. Her last name got changed. Her first name is still the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes by either Charlotte or Charlie. So.
She prefers Charlie, actually.
Oh, that's nice.
Cool.
Charlie.
Cool.
It's actually brought up in the pilot when, what is it? God, what the hell is the name of the spider?
Angel Dust.
No, not that one. The other one.
Arachnus?
No, the fucking reporter.
Oh, Katie Killjoy.
Thank you. I couldn't remember her name. Yeah, she refers to Charlie as Charlotte, and Charlie does correct her on it because she does prefer the shortened version of the name.
Hopefully, by the end of the year, we do get more episodes, or they're going to tease us.
Well, again, we don't know exactly how much, has been done on the show. Remember, she has said that they got picked up by A24 Films, and she thinks that the story itself would be told in about 3 seasons. We don't know the exact details of the deal that she got with A24 Films. What we do know is that while she had already gotten the pilot done for Hazbin Hotel and it got picked up for series, she basically decided to spin off Blitz and Moxie, who were in the pilot for Hazbin, into their own show. Hence, we got the pilot for Helluva Boss, which has itself had more episodes grand total than we've seen from Hazbin Hotel.
Yeah, I know.
And I would argue that considering they probably get a lot of sales on the Shark Robot stuff, which is how they're funding a lot of the stuff for Helluva Boss, I think whatever they don't use per season towards Helluva Boss is probably being funneled into Hazbin Hotel, which would not surprise me because we do get Hazbin Hotel merch as well on Shark Robot.
I still gotta get myself to buy a Luna plush.
You got a what?
I still gotta get myself to buy a Luna plush from the.
Yeah, I'll probably do that after New York Comic Con.
Oh, nice!
Because I keep meaning to do that.
I mean, because it looks adorable. It looks adorable.
It really does. Yeah, like interestingly enough, Shark Robot had a booth at Comic Con last year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in fact, they were selling some overstock that remained of their previous sales. So I got some more Luna shirts, and I got 1 or 2 shirts of Octavia from a previous sale. So yeah, it's like it was pretty cool. I thought so, at least.
I might consider see if I can get a Luna shirt.
I might have to get a Luna shirt just for the hell of it.
You know, I'm surprised you haven't gotten one yet. I mean, she's usually part of the sales most of the time.
I almost have my Luna plush.
What happened to it?
Why haven't you bought it?
No money.
Maybe you'll get it for Christmas if you ask your parents for it.
Well, it's only $30.
Yeah, not that bad. So.
But yeah, I'll see if I can find a Luna shirt.
Plus, I almost have my Luna plushie in hand. So.
Yeah. Anyway, as I was gonna say before, I got talked over.
Sorry.
Where's Rosary?
Shark Robots sales are where you get most of the newer shirts that'll usually have like something specific to Luna, but there should be a couple of shirts that are still there on the regular Shark Robot website that do have Luna, you know, even if it's part of an ensemble. So, but yeah, I mean,
I'm still here. I was just being quiet because someone else was talking.
Okay. You were
trying... Yeah, we thought we lost you for a minute there.
So wait, you were trying to be Solid Snake, like all sneaky?
Oh, come on, really?
What? Well, isn't he sneaky? He is Solid Snake. Metal Gear Solid.
I don't know. I think he feels a little boxed in.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it, Warwolf. Why?
Okay.
He brought him up.
Still,
at least we're not riding.
No, we're not riding. Wait, what? Riding? What? Okay.
He's talking about from Metal Gear Solid Revengeance.
Oh yeah, I never played that. I've only played the first Metal Gear Solid. I need to get back to that series. It's fun.
You know, the weird thing is I've been told that there's actually a way to basically beat the final boss in one of the Metal Gear Solid games for the PlayStation 2 without ever actually having to fight him.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called waiting 2 weeks.
Pretty much, yeah.
Waiting 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, we're not even joking. It's like if you save the game, wait 2 weeks, and then go back into the game.
He dies of old age.
Yeah,
oh, wow. Literally. Okay, so, I have my PS3. I can try to get the game in.
PS2.
PS3 can play PS2 games.
Depending on the model of the PS3.
Yeah. I think mine says that the big regular PS3. Like the big...
Then it doesn't do backwards compatibility.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
But, actually, you know, speaking of video games... I'm wondering if at some point we might see a game based on Hazbin Hotel or Hell of a Boss.
Well,
that would be cool.
Oh,
yeah.
I would love, even if she's not one of the, even if she's put off as not one of the main characters, I would love to run around as Luna and see how many heads I can bite off before I get swarmed and killed by a gang of enemies.
Wow, so brutal.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Oy.
Eat people's heads off. What's the matter with you?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, Venom does it all the time. But yeah, I mean, Luna did kind of make a habit of biting people's throats out in episode 6, dude.
I better protect my throat around her then. So I don't die. Yeah.
This is us giving you weird looks.
Well, I was just saying, I wouldn't want my throat chewed off by Luna.
Nobody would. So why are you worried about saying something we all know?
I don't know. It's been a slow day for me.
If we all know it, why are we saying it?
Oy vey.
That's a little nostalgia critic for you.
There you go again. You bring him up every video. I swear. I think you and the nostalgia critic need to live together.
The critic is a pretty heavy influence on a lot of internet humor these days on YouTube. Him and the Angry Video Game. Speaking of which,
Okay, which is which?
Speaking of... Never do that again.
Sorry.
Speaking of the angry video game nerd, has anybody noticed he's going bald?
No,
Yeah,
I haven't really been watching
but
his
I
stuff.
thought-
He, like, his hairline is starting to recede,
What?
man. It's like...
I've never seen the guy, so I wouldn't know what his hairline is. Oh god,
So-
Rosary has people talking in his background again.
Oh my god.
Rosary, go to the
Anyway.
basement.
Well, no, hang on a minute. I'm not even sure if that was anybody doing much there anyway, so give it a minute.
Okay.
So, yeah, but... Anyway, so... At this point, we know that we're at least getting 3 seasons of Has Been Hotel. What we don't know is how long they're planning for Helluva Boss to go. Particularly since they're already in the 2nd season. And I hope they're going to do more than just 3 seasons for this.
Yeah, there's so much they can work with.
Oh, yeah, I mean, this is a lot less, shall we say, blocked in by comparison with Has Been Hotel. Because remember, with Has Been Hotel, the whole thing is, like, Charlie wants to get somebody redeemed and get them into heaven. So, I mean, there's only so long you can really milk that as a story. Whereas Helluva Boss is largely more episodic and almost purely meant to be, like, a grotesque horror comedy kind of thing. So there's so much more you can do with it. We'll just have to wait and see what they do with it.
Only time will tell.
Well, time in the writer's room.
Yeah.
But
That's considering you kind of are a writer.
not remotely what I meant.
Sorry.
Well, no, there's nothing. I'm just saying it's like writer's room is literally like, it's exactly what it says on the tin. It's a room full of writers. Usually a writer's room is specific to a TV show rather than like a book. I mean, because you don't see too many books written by multiple writers. It happens, don't get me wrong. Welcome back. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, it does happen, but like, it's not common for that to happen with books. Very rare, in fact, by comparison.
And on a side note, how exactly will we get a TV trope?
What?
It was in one of my videos that one of our characters mentioned that we should get a TV trope.
Oh, a TV tropes page.
Yeah.
Actually, I mentioned that, and TV tropes is tvtropes.org. Give me a minute here. I will see about getting you the link.
Yeah, because Shadow.
Personally, I think it's going to be something that the fans would have to bring up.
Sadly, they haven't brought it up yet, but
yeah, like because usually like fans do this themselves, but I'm going to put this over in the no mic section. This is the link to the main page, and basically TV tropes is like, think of it as like a Wikipedia, except you don't necessarily have to like show like 18 different things to get it to be allowed on Wikipedia. You know,
so like tvtropes.org.
Yeah, tvtropes.org.
I'm on the site on my phone right now. So.
Yeah, so basically, long story short, what the fuck am I looking at here?
We don't know what you're looking at.
No, I'm over. Never mind. I'm in the screenshot picture section. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Oh, that was the comic I was telling you about earlier. And
yeah, I'll take a look at that later. I just happen to be passing by. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I found it on Twitter.
It's Amy as a cat.
Yeah. And Sonic as a squirrel. Oh, don't even ask why I found that.
I'm not sure I want to ask anyway. So.
It's from Twitter.
The dumpster fire of the internet. Got it. Oh, tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
No, I didn't think so. I didn't fucking think like Twitter is and always has been from basically 2015 till now a complete and utter dumpster fire.
Considering I have 1.5k Twitter followers.
Yeah, I had more than that on my main account up until some schmuck got upset that he couldn't beat me in a debate and basically filed false reports to Twitter to get my fucking account suspended.
Well,
So I'm
that's
going to be
stupid.
suing. I'm probably going to be suing them over that. But
I hope it goes well.
yeah, it's either that or I'm just going to have to scream at them like it, because they've tried to pull this before. Like when Michael Moore said something incredibly stupid, and I pointed out to him that what he said was not okay, and they tried to ban me, and I literally told them, knock this shit off, restore my account, or I'm suing and I'm fucking plastering all this crap on Facebook, which is probably what I'm going to have to do again this time.
Yeah, considering Facebook has not been the high mark of social media, they've been kind of the low mark.
Honestly, I would take Facebook over Twitter any day at this point.
Yeah, considering Facebook's the only way I can contact my friends I've known since high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I know you guys don't really like Twitter, but what I've seen of Twitter is not as bad as what Twitter is as a whole. I mostly use it to contact friends and look at pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah, Twitter's mostly the hotbed for artists.
Well, no, here's the problem, though, is like Twitter is a hotbed for artists, but the problem is it's also the hotbed for all the woke political bullshit that permeates the internet. And people are stupid enough to think Twitter is the real world, and it's really not.
Nope, it's just people behind a computer screen being complete idiots.
Pretty much.
And somebody's whispering.
Pick up the battery.
Because what?
I think it's coming from Rosary again. I heard whispering.
No, it is coming from Rosary. I just don't know what the hell was going on there.
Yep. No one knows. Nobody knows what the Helluva is going on.
Nobody knows what it's like.
And Rosary, never do that again, please.
Yes, Jayse. Sally is looking cute. Jayse, don't be hitting on Sally. That's Warwolf's girl.
Oh, come on.
Seriously, what is going on?
Like what a man can like what he wants.
Rosary, what is going on?
One of my sisters is looking for ice cream and came out to the garage.
Why
is she looking for ice cream in the garage?
Because that's where we keep our 2 extra fridges and our freezer.
Oh yeah, garages are usually notorious for keeping fridges in there. I was gonna make a fridge.
Apparently happened.
I was gonna make a fridge related joke, but I thought no, I got nothing.
No.
Shh. Hi, Vay.
Yeah, could you please ask her to just get her goddamn ice cream and get the fuck out?
Can you get your ice cream and get out, please?
I don't want to stay here.
He refused.
Oh my god, this is getting stupid.
Yep.
Anyway.
Oh, by the way, Ruby had to go to grief counseling. Maybe there might be a chance she might join us.
No, Ruby just showed up.
Ruby just showed up. Hi, Ruby.
Hi.
Hi, Ruby. Didn't notice.
Well, Ruby, it's better late than never.
Glad to have you back, Ruby.
Over an hour late.
And we've been dealing with Rosary and his family.
Sorry, I had to do a family thing.
It's fine.
That's nice, but you could have at least let us know. Because
I'm sorry, I didn't know that it was today.
How did you not know it was today? You literally reacted to the notice that it was today.
Yeah, you reacted on the Luna.
You knew what we were talking.
I forgot.
Okay.
What was here?
So how's everyone been?
How dare you?
Oh, for God's sake, Rosary, I swear.
We were having bonding time.
Okay, hang on. Rosary, are your speakers on?
Yeah.
Okay. Can she hear me?
No, you're going through my headphones.
Okay.
Good.
All right,
I'm glad I can't hear them.
Yeah, all right. I want you to do me a favor, Rosary. Take off your headphones and let me be able to be heard by your friend there.
Okay.
Okay. So I got a question for you, whoever the hell it is you are back there. Like, we're trying to do a live stream, and we've basically had you people following this guy throughout most of the live stream. Now you're sitting around in the garage with him. Please find your stuff and get out.
I'm his sibling.
I don't care. We're in the middle of something and you're interrupting. Please leave.
Please.
I don't have ice cream.
Just get your
Get
ice
your
cream
ice
and
cream
go.
and go.
Fine, help me.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Jeez.
An hour of this shit we've had to put up with.
Yeah, Ruby, I'm glad you missed all this.
Yeah, because Rosary's family has been extremely annoying.
Okay,
And,
enough is enough there, dude. Okay.
and
You can put your
rude.
headphones back
Yeah,
in.
put them back on before we go on a rant.
Yeah. I'm just watching this whole fiasco go down while I'm just drinking
Hey,
Diet Coke.
Drinking a
it's
soda.
just glad to have.
And I'm just eating popcorn.
So anyway, Ruby, on a side note, you feeling any better?
Rosary, have you got your headphones in?
No, but don't need them in because there's nobody else in this room.
We're getting an echo off you.
Yeah, we are.
I'm actually, I guess I'm somewhat getting or feeling better.
I need to hydrate. I'll be right back.
Well, that's
Not
good.
to be like too specific or to go into like deep details or anything, because this is literally a live stream.
Yeah, just go in less detail as you can, like short and sweet.
I was at grief counseling.
And has it helped? Has it helped?
Sorry, I had to do something.
All right. Anyway, moving along because.
Yeah, I hope it helped, Ruby, because we did miss you doing voice stuff with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just life has been
whatever works. So we've been discussing some of the stuff that we think is going to be happening in the second season, based on the animatic trailer that we saw in early January. So we know that Stryker is coming back.
Yep.
We know we're going to be seeing a couple more bits of flashbacks to the history of Blitz and possibly an explanation for how Fizzarali lost his limbs and his horn.
Also, on a side note, happy 29th anniversary, Sonic SADM. On a side note. Yeah,
happy 20th anniversary!
29th anniversary.
That probably would have been better off on our next Sonic-related video.
Yeah, my bad.
But honestly, okay, if I'm gonna be honest with like the whole fiasco with like the trailer, I have a feeling that between Stolas and Blitz, they're going to be more open with each other. They're gonna be more open with their feelings. They're gonna be more open with what they're gonna be like doing. And obviously, with that whole like fight that they had in episode 7 of season 1, we obviously that was the hugest fight that we've seen both of them have.
That was the only actual fight we've seen them have, but we do know potentially that the group may soon no longer even need the grimoire, because season 2, episode 1, as we covered this earlier, there is potentially a new method that they might be starting to use to get to Earth in the form of the Osmodian crystals. So.
Huh?
Yeah, do you remember in season 2, episode 1, that scene where Stolas is singing? He pulls out one of these books, flips through a couple of pages, and then throws it onto like a couch or whatever it is, and we briefly get that shot of the book with the runes?
Yeah.
Well, somebody actually translated the fucking runes and put it up on Twitter, where it's referenced about these things called Osmodian crystals, which are a method by which the user of the crystals can move to and from the mortal plane. Now, this is probably how Verosica and her group got to Earth in season 1, episode 3, Spring Broken, because we know they weren't using the grimoire.
Yeah.
Because
Big 4 was using it.
Right. So presumably there are other ways of getting to Earth, one of which would be the Osmodian crystals, which is probably what they're going to do in one of the upcoming episodes, which might even be the next one we're getting. because a while back on YouTube, a video was released of like a convention or something where they got like a partially complete second animatic of a scene from one of the upcoming episodes where Octavia sneaks into the imp offices and uses the grimoire, trying to presumably to get to the same Starfield and everything that Stolas took her to as a child in episode 2 of the series, but she ends up somehow going to Earth. So they're probably going to have to start using the crystals to find a way to rescue her. So we're going to have to wait and see how that all plays out. But like I said, it does look like that might potentially be where they're going with this, because they wouldn't show us something like that and then not have it be important somewhere over the course of the season.
Absolutely.
So it'll be interesting to see how that's going to play out. We've also speculated about whether or not we're going to get any more information about Luna, because she is, at this point, the one main character of the 4 that we know the least about.
Yeah. Because I feel like the only thing that we know about her is that she was adopted by Blitz when she was like about to become, well, like in the eyes of the law, a legal adult.
Right. Of course, again, and as we've already mentioned, 1 year for Hell is up to like 10 years for us. So, and we know that she's 22, so she's around 220 years old by our standards. So, one of the things that what now? Anyway, so either way, we've got a lot we can definitely look forward to with the show. Now, there is one piece of what the fuck was that? Who's trying to imitate a frog?
Or
that's my dog. That's my pug. Hi, puppy.
Oh, we got a papala.
Mm-hmm. Although he's a year old now.
Yeah, it's still
his birthday was on the 11th, wasn't it, puppy?
I'm glad.
Wow,
I'm really glad my channel's
so he was born on 9/11. That's.
Oh. You want my popcorn?
Oh.
What?
Yeah, well, I guess we shouldn't be surprised by that.
Oh, okay. Have a nice
if a puppy sees food, a puppy wants to eat it.
Yeah. Yep. One day I'll get a pet.
He's saying hi. He's saying hi.
Hello there, little puppy thingy.
His name is Winston.
Hello, Winston.
Oh, Winston.
Like Winston Zedmore.
I was just gonna say, you named him after a Ghostbuster?
Yeah, but my mom thinks that we named him after Winston Churchill.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Are
you a little Britishman? Are you a little Britishman? No, you're a dum-dum. You're a dum-dum.
Wait.
I honestly thought you named him after Winston from Overwatch.
Dude, you realize there are dumb people in Great Britain too, right?
Yeah, sadly. No offense, Great Britain. I know I have some subs that are from there. No offense.
Yeah,
no offense.
Especially since you guys suffered a great loss of Queen Elizabeth II.
Yeah,
sad day.
Yeah, honestly, it's like she was. What did they say? She was like 96,
95.
Yeah,
I'm
96.
trying to get back on track right now because
She
we're
was the longest reigning monarch in Great Britain's history.
Yeah, we are off topic here.
Yeah.
We're off topic here. Let's move back on to what we're. All right.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Speaking of the trailer, now one of the last scenes we see is a hand with a cell phone and like what looks like an IV coming out of it. Now there is rampant speculation as to whose hand that is. I've theorized that it could be Stolas, but it's very possible it could be Fizzarali. You know, I mean that, and
how
we
so
just
would
don't
that
know.
be Fizzarali's hand?
Yeah, I mean, because we know that at some point, Fizzarali becomes a cyborg. He loses his horns, he loses his arms, and he loses his legs. And may or may not have lost his tail. But we know at some point he does end up cyberneticized. And it may even be the same event that gave Blitz his iconic white face marking. Because now, I brought this up in the previous session. There is a theory going around that the white markings on an imp are theoretically scar tissue. And Vivian Madrano apparently, this was apparently put out on Twitter, and Vivian Madrano ended up liking the tweet. So that's kind of interesting, because that could mean that they're on the right path on that. If anybody's wondering, I'm having a Doritos bag. So
what flavor?
Yeah. We all have snacks here. We're all just snacking and talking.
Yeah, I mean, I got more than just Doritos, but I got some Doritos, I got some M&Ms, I got some peanuts, which is ironic because I got M&M peanuts, and I got some bacon bits.
I was gonna make the joke, but I already made it in another video, so I'm not gonna make it again.
Yeah, dude, seriously, this is nacho cheese because this is nacho joke.
See, Ruby, this is what we deal with every day.
Yeah. You say that like it's a bad thing. Everybody knows I'm the most entertaining part of the show.
Well, yes. But Jayse is also entertaining too on his good days.
Yeah.
Especially as Eggman. Especially when Eggman and Eggman Nega try to one-up each other, like, you know, a Mario reference, like one-up mushrooms or something. Yeah, that just went downhill. My bad.
Okay, but can we talk about how freaking spicy things went in like episode 1 of season 2?
And we're not sponsored by DoRitto.
That's pretty much what we've been talking about. So,
but no, I meant like the spicy scene between Blitz and Stolas.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. It's like I don't want to talk about two guys banging.
Oh Lord. That's basically Blitz and Stolas.
Yeah, they're. I'm surprised.
That's the whole point. She's talking about the fact that they basically, like, they
Here's
were
the thing,
still
though.
on, but they were basically having sex. Yeah.
So here's the thing, though. Like, I feel like the whole fiasco between Blitz and Stolas and how like Blitz got the fucking grimoire. I feel like that was actually like Stolas' gay awakening.
I'll be honest. I've always felt that Stolas is probably bisexual. Because we do know that he did have sex with Stella. He just has no interest in her personally because she is a rampaging bitch.
Well, not really. Very
really. Very really.
Well, yeah. But here's the thing. He looked, from what I've heard, from when Stella said that she had to do all the work. It's just because he was not comfortable with it at all whatsoever. And
No. Wait, no. Stop. Okay. What? So, yeah, she has said that, but we know that Stella is a complete bitch. Literally, the first thing, the first thing he ever saw of her was literally her strangling a dog. Okay? So, yeah, no. He has no interest in her romantically. We don't know if he's gay or bi.
Well, then we have to, then that's Vivian's job to let us all know.
Not necessarily, because
if he's either bi or he's gay.
Well, here's the other thing. Because even if he was gay, Vivian has said, go ahead and ship my characters with whoever the fuck you want to ship them with. Regardless of whatever sexuality they might be revealed as on the show. She did. In fact, she specifically did this when Hazbin Hotel came out, because one of the things that she did was she revealed that supposedly Alistair is supposed to be completely asexual, but he doesn't know it. He thinks he just hasn't found the right one yet. But she literally said if you're writing fanfics and you want to ship these characters or any of my other characters, go ahead and do it, regardless of their actual sexuality. It just so happens that, Blitz and Stolas work relatively well as a couple. I just don't think anybody really wants to talk about them banging. I'm sorry.
No.
I mean, unless you're either A, gay men yourselves who like to talk about sex scenes, or horny teenage girls who think guy on guy is hot.
Oh Lord in hell.
And no offense to our friends in the LGBTQ plus community. No offense to them.
Yeah, no offense to them.
Well, I don't
No
think
offense.
I don't take it
Like I said, that's why I made a distinction between gay men who like to discuss sex scenes in animation and horny teenage girls who just think guy on guy is hot.
Yeah, everyone has that four-letter K word I'm not going to say on the stream.
Anyway, so we know at some point that we're going to see Andralphus, and we know that the divorce between Stolas and Stella is finally going to happen.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm very curious to learn is how much of a split is there going to be in who gets what during the divorce, especially. And then you also got to remember, Octavia's another situation involved in this as well.
Yeah, because she's literally 17, but she prefers her dad more. But we don't know. But here's the thing: who's going to have custody over her?
We also don't know whether or not she might just end up becoming an emancipated minor because she's so close to 18 anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
So once she's 18, and we don't, and here's the other thing, we don't know how far into her 17th year she is. If she is close enough to her birthday, because remember, almost a full year has gone by in Hell Time. So yeah, she's probably going to end up being, 18 sometime over the course of the second season or early third. And she's probably going to make her own decisions at that point as to what she wants to do. And in fact, if during the divorce proceedings she turns 18, Stella, if she thinks she's going to walk out with Octavia, she's kind of fucked because, we already know Octavia favors her father. But that's because her father's made a point to be involved in her life.
Yep. Many times that I can count.
Yep.
And I count a lot. Only on my good days, of course.
And honestly, coming from me, I feel like in a special relationship with your father is a good relationship. Because here's the thing, I'm gonna be straight up and honest, and I'm not gonna try to be personal and shit, but I've never had a really good relationship with my father because I've never met him.
As long as that special relationship with your father isn't a disturbing type of special.
And yet you tell us not to talk over each other, Warwolf.
I literally was trying to say something, and she kept talking over me while I was trying to talk over. So, but
yeah.
Either way,
we'll work on it.
Yeah. In any case, so we still have other things from the season 2 trailer that haven't matched up to anything yet. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. We know there's gonna be at least another episode or two featuring Fizzarali and possibly Asmodeus as central characters in the plot.
Ooh.
Because we do know that there is a scene in the trailer with what looks to be, I forget if it's Asmodeus or Fizzarali, but one of the two looking at a newspaper, basically dealing with the idea that supposedly these two might be in an actual relationship rather than just being in it for the sex. Because remember that whole bit in episode 7 with the nightclub. So there's that whole mess.
Well, he is the leader of the Lust Ring.
And he is the prince, so he is the embodiment of lust, yes. So we'll have to see how that whole thing plays out.
Lust plays a big part in our lives.
It depends on who you are and what you're lusting for.
Right.
But either way, we do have a lot more going on in this season that we probably won't see every bit of, because again, even season 1 didn't give us everything in the trailer. And season 2 certainly hasn't, but it has given us a couple of potential highlights. Like I said, we know we're potentially seeing a little bit more of Blitz's backstory. We know that at some point, Stryker's coming back, and we know that potentially we might get to see Stolas in a human disguise.
Oh, that ought to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the cinematic trailer too.
Gotta love those trailers.
Yep, human Stolas.
Now, the other thing that we do know is that according to a Q&A live stream done on Vivzy-Pop's main channel, we know that the Agents of Dork are coming back.
Yes, we mentioned that in the second stream.
We did in fact mention that, and I believe it's the voice actress for Agent 2 is the one who's confirmed it. So there's that. We know Sally Mae is coming back. That's Millie's sister.
Mm-hmm.
And beyond that, there's a lot we can speculate on. At some point,
sister.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think we needed to establish that, because anybody who already knows the show already knows that, and we brought that up before.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, it's like, sister, transgender sister, doesn't really matter.
Nope.
Still her sister.
Yep.
As long as they have the same blood, it's
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, the only
it
thing...
don't count if you can't find the bodies.
Oh, brother.
Whoa, oy vey.
I mean, to be fair, that wasn't a bad impression, but still, please don't do that again.
Sorry.
It's all right.
That couldn't help it.
Yeah, use that for comedy fuel.
Plus, am I the only one who thinks that Sally's kind of H.O.T.?
Well, duh. Why wouldn't she be hot?
Honestly, not really. No. I mean, I saw the Valentine's Day playmat that they offered, and that wasn't a bad look for her. But overall, she just... I'm sorry. It's like, I know that you're probably going to hate me for this, but I don't particularly find Sally or Millie all that physically attractive.
What?
To his their own.
To each their own. Yeah.
Before anybody asks, no, I'm not interested in Octavia either. She's underage.
Yeah, she's
underage.
Yeah.
And even when she turns 18, still not really interested.
We're all interested in Luna.
Yes. I mean, let's be honest. Luna is best girl when it comes to this series.
I was gonna howl like a hellhound, but I thought, now pass.
Yeah, the howling thing is my bit anyway.
Oh yeah, because you are a wolf. So yeah.
Yeah, you're a werewolf. So.
Ruby,
and I'm a dragon. And I'm a dragon. So,
Ruby,
yeah.
Was that you or the dog?
No, that was me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shadow?
Yes.
Stop stealing my fucking material.
I'm not stealing your effing material. All I did was howl.
But Warwolf, girl.
Hey,
What did you say, Ruby? You got drowned out there.
But Warwolf, I'm a material girl.
Oh, Lord.
Did you just quote a fucking Wendy Richter movie?
This is why you guys sub, like, comment, subscribe, become these. Otherwise, you're missing a lot of funny stuff.
Oh my
This
God.
isn't just part of our livelihood. This is part of our entertainment.
Oh,
I love these sessions. I really do.
Comedy hour, bitches.
I think Jayse is about to die of suffocation from laughter.
Jayse, breathe. Don't die. I can't resuscitate a jackal.
Breathe in deeply.
I don't think that's helping. You're just making it worse.
It's the comedy hour.
Ruby.
Oh God, Jayse, breathe, man, breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Yeah, I should be a therapist. But therapy's boring, so I'll pass.
Okay.
I'm
good. I'm good.
Are you sure? Because you look like you were about to need a rubber hose.
Wolf! Don't make it worse.
I wasn't making a joke. I'm talking about one of those fucking rubber hoses they stick down your throat for an oxygen tube.
Why is he laughing then?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's where
I'm okay.
If we were laughing about, around Luna, she probably would kill us.
At least, even though Blitz had to put up through Stolas' bullshit in his eyes, they've been together since day one, ever since he stole the fucking grimoire. And honestly, I feel envious of that.
What's wrong? Don't cry.
And my
I'm
mother.
heartbroken.
We know. This is a happy place.
It's a cartoon, anyway.
Yes, it's a cartoon.
But still, their relation dynamic is better than mine.
Come on, please don't cry. Please.
Aww. You're gonna make me sad.
Yeah, me too. Come on, Ruby, don't cry.
I'm a disturbed freak who actually is amused by people's sadness.
Warwolf, go seek therapy or something, because that's not helping.
Go to your room.
Seek therapy? Are you kidding? I put people in therapy.
Anyway,
Joke's on you. I've been in therapy for 6 years.
Oh my, that's
anyway.
Before we
moving on. So
wait, are we moving on up to the east side? Sorry.
Dude, stop stealing my material.
Sorry. Jeez. Speaking of oy vey, you got me and Sear saying that now. Thanks a lot. It's stuck in our brains
You're
forever.
welcome.
Jayse hasn't said it yet. I mean, he might say it one day, but I'm not sure when. He's close, though.
All I know is, with the second season in full swing, my guess is that they're going to try to resolve or at least advance the issue with Stolas, Stella, and their family throughout most of the season while giving us flashbacks to the history of Blitz. And then I think starting sometime in the midpoint of the second season, they're going to start a new arc where we're going to start dealing with more of the agents of Dork and whatever's going on with them.
You just can't take them seriously with that name.
Yeah, how can you take them seriously? Are they a whole agency of dorks?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. The word dorks is an acronym, DHORK. We don't know what it stands for yet. But
the
other thing that's really weird is they refer to it as they apparently refer to their superiors as corporate. So I don't know if these guys are actually part of a government thing or if there's something else altogether.
Wait, so they're pretty much
corporate,
dorks?
They might be part of a giant corporation.
Which is possible.
So basically, they're pretty much just corporate hacks.
It would be hilarious if
Shadow,
it was revealed that they were.
Hang on a minute. Shadow, I know you're trying to make jokes, but you gotta stop trying so hard, man. Just gotta let it come. I mean, most of the time, I do this shit off the top of my head, and most of the time, it shouldn't work, but I guess you guys have, lower tolerances for bad humor than I would have thought. So
we watch a lot of cartoons.
That has nothing to do with this.
I think it would be hilarious if the corporation behind it was revealed to be Facebook or Walmart or one of the big corporations having a hard time right now.
How would that be funny?
Well, no, because it would mean they're desperate for anything, for any kind of content.
Good grief. And yes, I referenced Charlie Brown. Sue me.
You know, the thing for me is I'm thinking with a name like Dorks, I'm going to assume that their superiors are a company called Geeks. And no, that's not a joke. That's not a joke. I'm just thinking that's what they're gonna do with the workplace. Also, Jayse, did you die?
Oh God,
because you've been muted for a while.
Oh no! Somebody better resuscitate him.
Well, we might have to get Ruby to do it because she's muted too.
Man.
What?
Yeah. Okay. So there's you, Jayse. Where the fuck are you?
Oh God! I hope Jake's
Sorry,
talking to his dad again. You know how?
Oh, what kind of popcorn?
Extra butter.
Nice. Now, me, I like movie theater butter. I don't know why it's even more buttery than the extra butter type, but
I still feel bad that Shadow butchered Orville Ardenbarker in that last video that we did.
Wait, what?
The Orville Ardenbarker popcorn in that Woody and Daffy Duck Sonic Movie 2 Plush parody. Yeah, Shadow butchered it. I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
But to be fair, it was kind of blurry when he was trying to read it. Hopefully Jayse comes back.
Yeah, DM Jayse. Find out if he's actually still alive. He hasn't said it.
I'll go look. And plus, freaking Morty starts in 2 hours too, so it's thought I throw that out there.
Well, is it 2 hours? No, yeah, 2 hours. That's fine.
Yeah, plus I got something to do at 10:30, so.
Yeah.
Shush, Winston.
Like I said, FK Tony, you alive?
Alright. I have to do this.
Oh boy.
I have to do this, and I think everybody knows what it's going to be from. But damn it, the joke is here because the dog is here.
Oh boy.
God bless you.
Winston!
Oh my God.
He just tilted his head.
I'm sorry. See, the Ghostbusters 2 reference was fucking there. Okay.
Yep. That's still a classic to this day, especially during Halloween.
Come here, Winnie. Come here, say hi.
Aww.
Say hi, my little man. Say hi, old grandpa face.
Grandpa face.
Oh my God.
He looks like an old man.
I don't know.
I'm gonna hold my blaze plush.
Oh, you're so cute. Yes, you are. Whether you're a little shit saint sometimes.
Gotta love this dog talking stuff. This has been a fun
Also,
night.
if he's snoring, that's just how he breathes.
We're not questioning it at all.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Just don't point his ass at the microphone. We don't want to know how he squirts.
Oh God! What the hell is wrong with you?
What is wrong with
Better
you?
question: what's right with me?
No,
now you just gave
right
most of us bad brain
That's
images.
exactly the point.
To be honest, his Sonic voice and Mario voice are on point.
They always are. When have they not been? Where you been?
Well, no, I'm just saying. You said what is right. He said what is right with him, and I said his Sonic and Mario voice.
Oh, what? You don't have any love for Eggman Nega?
Well, I've never encountered him except through you guys.
Dog just farted into the microphone, didn't he?
No, that's him breathing. He's trying to eat my hand.
Aha.
Speaking of Rosary,
shit! Her dog's got a taste for human flesh. Run!
He doesn't have the taste for human flesh. He's just a
God.
dog.
Oh God!
He
I
likes
know
to-
that's
he likes-
from
he
Sonic
likes
said
to
Mario's a
nibble.
cannibal.
He doesn't
Run,
bite.
run! Yes, I remember that. That was from the Olympics video.
Do you like to numb on my finger? Yeah.
Like I said,
You don't really bite me too hard.
As I'm gonna say it once. Cuteness overload.
So gross. You're so gross. You're so cute. Yes, you are. Oh, kissy, kissy.
Well, the dog's just doing its job, being cute.
Okay, folks, we apologize if you ever get the impression that somebody's making out with their dog. We can assure you they're not.
No.
No.
And that goes for the trolls. Don't get any dumb ideas.
Do you like kissing my cheek?
God damn it, Ruby! Phrasing!
Oh my god.
I said kiss my cheek. Like
yeah, again, think about it. You have two sets of cheeks.
Everybody
does.
On my
I'm
face?
pretty sure she meant
On
the
your
face, not
and your
her.
ass.
Oh.
You're the one who's taking it the fucking wrong way.
Oh,
Dude, you gotta remember, I have to point this shit out. Otherwise, you guys make innuendo that you would otherwise not.
And our 13 plus viewers, if they were here, are probably gonna have nightmares.
Dude, we're talking about a show. We're talking about a show set in hell, featuring demons who kill people for a living. Okay, this show probably already is giving people nightmares.
No, not the show. I meant the outside conversation.
Welcome.
The outside conversation.
No Moana shit, please.
Oh, you just bit my face.
I told you he'd gotten a taste for human flesh.
No, he just.
I'm so glad I'm sitting in a comfortable computer chair. I can just lie myself back and just go.
No, get down.
You sure he's not one of those big slobbery dogs?
He's a little dog. He's a pug.
A pug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pugs.
I literally.
Are you a little guy? Are you a little guy?
Sorry, audience. I know you're wondering what is the hell about conversation. We're just having an off day.
You poor thing.
Yeah, it's an off day.
For her or for the dog?
Well, it's a Sunday.
That's not what I meant, Rosie. I meant like an actual say someone's having an off day.
No, that's why I said. Who? Her or the dog?
I don't know. Which should I answer? I was basically saying I was trying to say all of us are having an off day.
I'm not having an off day. This is a relatively slow day.
Oh, it was kind of slow at work for me, but it was pretty good.
Well, I mean, it was raining off and on all day.
It's like you get the craziest storms over there in New York.
Well, to be fair, this wasn't a storm. It was just showers on and off all day.
Yep. Come rain or come shine, but for you it's mostly rain.
Well, since we're not really talking about anything else about the show, and it's been we've been streaming for about 2 hours.
What do you mean? Wait. What do you mean we? You came here late. That's number one. So speaking of the
I'm
show,
a part of the team, aren't I?
You are. You're part of the team.
Yes, but you're still late. Anyway, since you reminded us, let's get back to the show. All right, so since we are going to be dealing with a lot of speculation until the next couple of episodes drop as to where the series is going, what would you guys? And we'll do this one at a time. I'll moderate, and we still don't know what the hell happened to Jayse.
Want me to
for now,
again?
Maybe I don't know.
I'll try that again.
Yeah. So basically, I got a question for you guys. What are some of the things you want to see happen in the future of the show? And we'll start one at a time. Shadow, since you're the one who's hosting the stream, you go.
Obviously, I said this in the second session. We need to see more in-depth background story between Luna and Blitz and how they met.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Anything else?
And how much in the relationship between Millie and Moxie, how far would that go? Will it go any further?
Well, they're already married. Where can they go from there except up?
Well, up, yeah, maybe hopefully one day they decide to have a child.
That would lead to some interesting questions, but yeah. All right, so
yeah.
Ruby, what about
baby? Oh, that would be so cute.
God damn it, Shadow! Do you see what you started?
What I started? What did I do?
You were the one who mentioned them having a kid.
Well, it could happen. I mean, if they're married, it's very much fair game.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so next down the line there, Ruby. So what are some of the things you want to see in the series as we go forward?
Well, obviously, between I want to see how Stolas and Blitz's relationship will grow.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I kind of want to see more with what Stolas is going through within the
Ars Goetia
household. want to see like what will happen between Stolas and Octavia.
Mm-hmm.
And just mostly, I just want to see Blitz and Stolas' relationship grow as they fall more deeply in love with each other. Because I know for a fact that Blitz likes him. He's just too afraid to open up his feelings.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what the hell kind of a life Blitz has led, but he's definitely the type who seems to have issues with relationships. So, but yeah, either way. All right, so Rosary, what about you?
Well, I would really like to see Luna get some friends. I do want to see Stolas and Blitz relationship grow and whatnot. I was kind of sad when I thought it was ended so easily. I want to see it grow, and let's see. I want to see Moxie and Millie grow more as characters as well.
Okay, so when you say grow more as characters, what do you mean?
Well, I want to see their relationship develop and Moxie to be less to be more confident in himself.
I know what I
said. They actually kind of touched on that in episode 6 during the hallucinations that
they did.
Were having, and it seems like
I did, and I appreciated it.
And it seems like they are going in that direction a little bit. So we'll have to wait and see how that whole thing works, especially considering Stryker is going to be popping up in the second season, and there's probably a personal enmity there between M&M and Stryker, considering the whole situation. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. As far as their relationship, again, it's like, where else can they go but up? I mean, they're already married, and they seem to be very much in a healthy and stable relationship. So again, I don't know how much more their relationship really needs to grow, because they're already in probably the best possible place they could be. As for Luna getting some friends, yeah, I could understand that. In fact, that's something I'd like to see. Because I've said this since basically the first fucking episode, since like the pilot, basically. And I really think this girl just needs a friend. And she kind of confirmed that she has no friends in episode 3. So, yeah, it's like, I really want to see that happen for her. And I'd love to see if they're actually going to give her somebody to end up having a relationship with. Because they did kind of seem like they might be teasing that in the animation from what we now know would have been from episode 8. So we'll have to wait and see if, because they're still saying we're supposed to get that episode as some kind of a special. I'll believe it when I see it. Up until we do have that happen, I'm just going to call that the lost episode. But I would like to see further development for Luna at some point in terms of this.
Yeah.
And the one thing I'm curious about is like, because I think they have retconned something from the pilot. And because in the pilot, don't forget, they said supposedly she had syphilis, but that seems to have been retconned out, because it hasn't been brought up since. And I don't think she would have been in too good of a situation if she would have ended up giving syphilis to Vortex if they had gotten together. So obviously they haven't gotten together, but I mean, I'm going to assume that's probably something that has been retconned out. So
even though Blitz tried to give her a gift and it was spiders.
Right. Again, that's the pilot. That's why I'm saying I think this has been at least, because some of the things in the pilot seem like they might have been retconned or changed, and other things are clearly definitely there. I mean, hell, there's a piece from the pilot episode that gets expanded on in season 2, episode 1, and has a partial retcon in it as well. So
yeah, hashtag get Luna a friend. We should got that hashtag something.
Yeah, at some point, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yep.
So
get it trending, so that way Helluva Boss will realize, hey, let's get Luna a friend. You know, make her not feel too gothy, emo, sad.
Let's be honest. I don't think she's a gothy emo. I think she just likes the goth aesthetic. Because she doesn't come off as emo. She just kind of comes off as basically apathetic to the rest of the world. There's a difference.
Yeah, so
between that and being emo.
Yeah, so like we're not comparing her to Raven from Teen Titans.
No, Raven is kind of in an interesting situation in and of herself, but it's not even remotely the same thing. So either way, but yeah, it's just one of those things where I do want to see more development for Luna, because again, out of everybody we've seen in the show, she's the one we know the least about. So I definitely want to see more development for her. I want to see how the cherubs and or dorks will continue to impact the story, because we haven't seen the cherubs since episode 4. And there is some speculation that the cherubs might get involved with the agents of dorks. So we could see them joining forces there, because remember, they were booted out of heaven. That doesn't necessarily mean they went down to hell. Of course, if they did, that means we're going to see, like, because if they do go down to hell, we've been told by Medrano that anybody who goes from heaven down to hell will get a demonic-looking appearance, whereas anybody who goes from hell up to heaven would get an angelic-looking appearance. So it looks like the midpoint is Earth, unless there's like purgatory or limbo, which we haven't seen yet. But yeah, that's kind of an interesting point. So we're going to have to wait and see how that whole thing works out.
I'm assuming Jayse is doing something because he hasn't responded yet.
Yeah, I'm going to assume so, because I haven't heard from him either. So
yeah, that's how parental units aren't being a pain in the you-know-what again.
Anyway, so at this point, we know that we've got a lot coming up that hasn't been covered yet in the first episode of the season and hasn't popped up yet in the second episode of the season. That's still in the trailer. So we're going to have to wait and see how that whole thing runs through. Now, I do think at some point we are getting Andralphus during the second season, because again, he was brought up, and I don't think they're going to make us wait until season 3 for him. So we're going to have to see what his whole thing is. We know that supposedly he and Stella are on reasonably good terms, which is interesting considering, again, Andralphus is kind of an asshole, supposedly. And we know that Stella is a complete and utter bitch. It's kind of been her entire character note throughout the series so far. So we don't know exactly what Andralphus is entirely like. We do know that Medrano has said that Stolas apparently is not a big fan. But we're going to have to wait and see what happens with him.
Yep.
So we don't know when he's being introduced. We do know he's supposed to show up. And as we mentioned earlier, he's a peacock. He also seems to have, some of his design may have been influenced by Elsa from Frozen. Has anybody else noticed that, looking at the image that they dropped of him on Twitter?
Yeah, I really like his color concept art.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see what he ultimately looks like. We did, by the way, see him very briefly in a very, very rough sketch design, or possibly one of the other Ars Goetia in that season 2 animatic trailer. And I think it is supposed to be Andralphus himself that we saw in there, but we'll have to wait and see. So this could be at any point in the near future and the next couple of episodes. So we don't know exactly what he's going to be doing. We don't know what his relationship is going to be to the main crew. And ultimately, that could be as interesting as anything else we see in the main series, because he's going to be dragged into this family drama with Stolas, Stella, and Octavia one way or another, especially because apparently he and Stella get along relatively well. So, here's the thing: is like, does anybody want to make any speculation as to whether or not we're going to see those two throw down at some point, referring to Stolas and Andralphus? Because it feels like they're at some point they're almost bound to like have like some kind of a knockdown, drag out fight. I mean, am I the only one who thinks that's coming?
Probably.
I don't know.
Jayse probably would have said something, but maybe Rosary thinks it, but I don't know. I can't read Rosary's mind. No one can read minds.
Yeah, I don't know where Rosary is either, because like he's been.
I'm here. I'm just.
Well, you're gonna opine on any of this or what?
Oh,
well, refresh what you just said.
Well, I said basically, do you think at some point we're going to see Stolas versus Andralphus? Because it feels like those two would probably end up in some kind of a conflict, seeing as Stella and Andralphus are stated to supposedly get along relatively well. With this whole divorce thing going on,
Yeah.
who do you think those two are going to throw down?
Yeah, they might throw down. I can see that.
Because no one tried to press the refresh button when Rosary said refresh.
Dude, seriously?
I know. I might need to see. I might need to see a joke therapist.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Is there anything else we can talk about? Because it feels like we're running dry.
Oh, hang on a minute. Well, Jayse hopefully should be getting back. Because apparently he decided to take a phone call in the middle of the stream.
Oh, you're not the one that takes phone calls during sessions.
Oh, come on, dude. I always make sure to keep it quick. I don't wait like half an hour.
Good point. Luckily for me, I don't get any phone calls because I don't really have anybody in my contacts. Yeah.
Anyway, so Jayse, so two things. So two questions because you missed them. First, going as the series goes forward, what do you want to see on the show as we go forward?
Well, for Helluva Boss, well, mainly I want to see a backstory episode just featuring Baby Luna.
Aww. Luna as a little baby hellhound. Okay, that would.
Because I have seen fan art of Blitz holding Baby Luna.
Baby Luna. I think we all have.
So cute.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, sadly.
Oh, come on. And like, dude, it's all over the fucking net. There is literally a piece of fan art where, and this was of course back before we found out that Blitz had adopted her at 17, where like he's got her in his arm, Baby Luna, and he's trying to convince her to say daddy, and she ends up saying die, and he's like, we'll work on
it. Yeah.
Okay, now I kind of see it.
Yeah. So the next question that we had here was, because this is one we already all just answered because you were still on the phone. Talking about Andralphus and Stolas, because we know that supposedly Andralphus and Stella get along relatively well. Given the current family drama going on, do you think at some point we're going to see Stolas versus Andralphus?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I can definitely see a conflict between these two.
Yeah, because we don't know much about him other than that supposedly he gets along reasonably well with Stella, and I guess the law of averages says that somebody would have had to. But the other thing is, like, apparently I think he was depicted as basically being an asshole. So apparently Stolas is not a big fan of the guy, so I don't know what the hell this is all about. So we will have to wait and see.
It's like everything's a wait and see on this series.
Well, yeah, I mean, it kind of has to be because we're only in like the first episode of the second season. So
hopefully before the end of the year, we get at least 2 or 3 episodes.
I finally found that picture you were talking about.
Well, before the end of the year, we're not going to get like 2 episodes. We're going to get one in October, and I think we're going to get another one either late December or early January.
Okay, so 2 episodes.
I mean, unless they finally drop the lost episode. I mean, if they give us that, that'd be great. But
and yes, Rosary, it's a really cute picture.
Oh yeah, it's adorable.
Yep.
Yep. Imagine any of us holding a baby hellhound Luna in our arms. Yeah, that would be really adorable. Yep. Give it hugs, kisses, and all the love we can.
Yeah, and just make sure she doesn't bite her faces off.
Oh yeah,
definitely. I mean, you know she would.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, because she's one wrong move and you'll piss her off.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to make sure I choose my words carefully. If I make a bad joke, she'll probably rip my face off.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, so at this point, do we have any further speculation about what characters we might see in the show? Because at this point, we've seen Blitz's father, we've seen Stolas's father, we know Andralphus is confirmed to be showing up in the second season. We know Sally Mae is coming back. Do you think we might... See, here's an interesting idea. We know that Luna is adopted. What would happen if suddenly we end up seeing her birth parents possibly show up in the series?
I don't know. That could be a speculation, but...
That would be interesting.
Yeah. It'd be very interesting to see, like, because that might be why we might get some backstory on her. So, because that would probably help out a lot.
Yeah. We'll see how... We'll see when we cross that bridge.
We'll see when we cross that. You're mixing up your metaphors, dude.
My bad. I meant to say, I think it was, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
That makes more sense.
Thank you. Considering it's not a long bridge.
Oh, God, and you ruined it.
Sorry.
Anyway. The other thing that I want to know about is what the hell happened to Blitz's mother?
I think I might have a theory on that.
Because like, you realize that little thing he wears on his neck used to belong to her, right?
Yep.
Because they showed that in episode 6 that little skull piece that he wears around his neck belonged to her.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your theory?
I think that I forgot her name, but
are you talking about the mother or the sister?
Mom.
Tilla.
Tilla, thank you. I think Tilla and Blitz's dad got a divorce shortly after Blitzo got sold to Paimon. So,
that's an interesting point, because here's the thing. Remember in season 2, episode 1, they kind of make it seem like she might be sick. So that's kind of interesting. Because again, we don't know a lot about her. We know she was originally another of Blitz's siblings. She was then retconned to presumably being the mother. So we're going to have to wait and see how this all plays out, because she's an interesting point that I don't think too many people have really thought about or talked about on a lot of these videos. Because at this point, she's almost been a case of out of sight, out of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I don't know what we're looking at there. I'm not sure if we will get any new information about her until possibly near the end, because again, like, we didn't see anything about her really until the end of the season for season 1, so they might make us wait until near the end of season 2. But at this point, who knows? We also don't know what other members of the family exist for Blitz, because we know about Cash, we know about Tilla, we know about Barbie Wire, but we know very little about what happened with Barbie Wire, because she's in rehab, because apparently at some point she found some kind of success, possibly went off on her own, and then just kind of crashed. You know, Verosca at one point was in rehab, and
your sister says hi.
Yeah, so apparently they have run into each other over there, so that's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know, again, we don't know anything about the mother, and we don't know anything about the sister. So it's going to be very interesting to see whether or not the backstory there has any bearing on Blitz's behavior in the modern day. Which, I mean, this could be part of why he has issues with forming relationships. we know he didn't have a great relationship with his dad.
No. But we do now know where Blitz got those puppy eyes from.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yep.
Because Cash pulled the exact same stunt.
Uh,
So yeah, we know where he got it from.
Yep.
And the sad thing is, he seems to have passed him on to Luna, which is weird because she's adopted.
I still think it's cute when Luna did the puppy eyes in the car wearing that red outfit. She went,
Oh, that dress is from one of her Instagram shots too.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Considering I don't use Instagram, but
yeah, and because so apparently she bought it from Stylish Occult.
Huh. Hellhound with taste.
Mm-hmm.
You got a problem with a hellhound having breasts?
Oh, for
Lord.
God's sake.
You're the one who said it.
Okay, I didn't know anything about her breasts. Where do you even get that from?
You literally said a hellhound with tits.
No, a hellhound with
he
taste.
said hellhound with taste.
Oh.
Yeah.
Again, partial hearing loss in both ears. I don't always hear things right. Sue me.
And she's also a hellhound of culture, too.
Well, I don't know about that. We'll have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm. Okay, anything else before this lake dries up completely?
What lake? You think what lake? What do you think this is Fall of Cybertron? We are not in the Sea of Rust, thank you.
That's not what I was going with, but okay. What would we do without you, Warwolf?
Fucking allergies.
Why? Wait, dude. Why are you having sex with your allergies?
I have allergies, dude. I keep sneezing.
I know.
This is why
Silver. Think about what you said.
I said, God damn you allergies.
No, you said, damn these fucking allergies. That's why I'm saying, why are you having sex with your allergies? Come on, dude. Like, if you give me the shot for a joke, I'm going to take it. I said this how many times?
Too many that we can't count them all.
Pretty much.
As I was going to say, no wonder Sear keeps saying he's losing brain cells when he's around you.
Wait, who's saying they're losing brain cells?
Sear. Remember Sear does Silver? He keeps saying Silver keeps losing brain cells whenever he's around Sonic, Mario, or the Wario brothers. Now we know why.
I can't speak to the Wario brothers, but Sonic doesn't kill brain cells, and Mario keeps popping shrooms. So, like, what brain cells does he have?
I don't know. He's a futuristic hedgehog. I don't know, but yeah.
Silver.
Yep.
Yeah, Silver's a.
I'm just waiting. I'm like, seriously. We've got Silver the Hedgehog. I'm just waiting for Bronze the Squirrel.
Or maybe Gold the Echidna.
Yeah. The sad part is that was the next thing I was gonna say. Yeah.
Considering.
Wait. What about Platinum the Armadillo?
Oh, that's actually a nice name for an OC.
Yeah, we have a lot. You
realize Platinum's another metal, right?
Yeah, I know.
Platinum is higher than gold.
Yes, it is.
Oh. How about Mercury the Wolf?
I think that's already been done, hasn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of OCs out there. I'm pretty sure that one was already made.
Oh.
Because my OC is Scarlet the Hedgehog. Yes, I have
a lot of original characters, but one of them that I've been wanting to get a Mobian makeover is my skunk.
Well, that sounds like it stinks.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like he wanted into that. He wanted into that.
Thank God he didn't walk into a wall.
You can't even blame me for that one.
She's actually reverse colored. She's actually the reverse.
And considering Jayse has a pony OC.
Yeah, I do.
She's actually reverse colored to a normal skunk, so she looks pretty interesting.
Let's just hope it doesn't come across Pepe Le Pew.
Wait. Did you just say she?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a girl.
I've actually run into a female skunk character that was drawn years ago that was, in fact, reverse colors.
Okay.
Oh, I did too. I did too.
I've never seen
her
this.
name.
This is new to me.
Yeah. No,
Well,
like...
mine is named Luna, and her favorite color is orange.
Is it Luna or Lona?
Luna, like the moon.
Like
just want to make sure.
Pony. Gotcha.
Yeah, the funny thing is, speaking of Luna, there's actually a band that is spelled the exact same way as her.
No way.
Wow,
cool.
I know.
Oh wow.
And they're a Korean pop group, I think.
K-pop. Huh. No wonder I don't know them. I don't listen to their music that much. I mean, I've listened to Psy, but that's pretty much it. PS1.
Honestly, I kind of feel sorry for Gat.
Gat.
He's the guy who did the opening music for Kamen Rider Decade. Apparently, he's got some health issues going on.
Oh man, prayers up. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything in a while, so I'm hoping he's okay as well. But
I still need to watch the show because I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, actually, you should probably watch Futo PI at some point on Verve.
That's the anime sequel to Kamen Rider Double.
Yeah, it really is. It's pretty fun too.
Hopefully...
They just dropped episode 8 today?
Hopefully during the fall months when I have a lot more time, I'll try to watch those.
I am really enjoying Kamen Rider Double. I think it's actually one of my favorites so far.
For me, I think...
What is Kamen Rider?
All right. Wait. All right, I got to feel this. All right. So, have you seen Power Rangers?
Yes.
Okay. Power Rangers is literally the idea of Kamen Rider just split into a team. So Kamen Rider is what they call a tokusatsu series or a special effects series. And the series, well, the franchise, I should say, has been running since like 1971.
Yeah.
So it's been going for a long time. And there have been multiple riders. There have been multiple riders over the years. And they are part of a shared universe. They do exist pretty much all in one continuity. At some point, they eventually ended up doing crossovers with the Super Sentai, which was the Japanese equivalent to the Power Rangers. In fact, where they took the footage from for Power Rangers. So the first crossover between Kamen Rider and the Super Sentai was during the series Kamen Rider Decade. And he did a crossover with Samurai Sentai Shinkenger. Now, these guys were the basis for the footage for Power Rangers Samurai. They eventually did a full-on crossover movie called Kamen Rider and Super Sentai Superhero War, where they literally had pretty much every rider up to that point and every member of the Super Sentai up to that point.
Including Kaiser Sentai Gokaiger, which is one of my favorites.
Yes, in fact, actually, Gokaiger and Decade were the two lead parts of this. Even though I want to say Superhero War was a Fourze movie because Fourze does in fact get involved with the Gokaiger ship. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a Fourze era movie. Because they used one of the switches inside the Gokaiger ship. No, the Go Busters.
Yeah, Go Busters. Yeah, Go Busters.
Captain Marvelous from Gokaiger and Decade were working on a plan. Yeah, Tsukasa Kadoya were basically running a scam against all the villains in the film, and then basically, like Kamen Rider D End kind of flipped the fuck out. So the Go Busters and Kamen Rider Fourze end up using their machines plus the ride switches from Fourze to defeat that particular machine. So it was involved. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Matt, this is a Kamen Rider podcast.
Well, it could be. Actually, Jayse and I were discussing that earlier on the other day.
Yep.
While it's great to do Hell of a Boss, and I'm sure we'll do many more of these as we go. There's so much more material right now we could use for Kamen Rider for some of these in the near future.
Yeah.
So we might start thinking about doing those as well.
Well, the problem is I haven't watched any of them, so I would pretty much be lost in the whole loop.
Well, that wouldn't necessarily be a problem. There's ways for you to watch some episodes, at the very least, of Kamen Rider, both on Verve and on the official Tokusatsu channel. I'll point you to that later on. So
okay.
Unfortunately, the official Tokusatsu channel only gives you like 1 or 2 episodes per Rider show, whereas
Toei on YouTube only gives you 2 episodes per show, which sucks.
Tell me about it. However, Verve at this point has the original Kamen Rider Ryuki, and Kamen Rider 01 up on Verve.co. So you can look those ones up. And I think, I'm trying to think.
Currently watching 01 on Verve.
Yeah, so there's another show that's supposed to be jumping to I think Amazon at some point.
Guys.
Yes, Ruby?
We're kind of off topic right now.
I know. We're talking about the fact that since we're kind of, we're doing Helluva Boss, but right now, because Helluva Boss, at this point, we only have so much that we can really speculate on. We're talking about potentially, as one of our next sessions, aside from just doing Helluva Boss sessions, which we're still going to keep doing because there's so much we're going to be able to, especially once episode 2 of season 2 drops, because there's going to be more for us to talk about.
Yeah.
We can.
Could we take a hint from game theory and talk about Rick and Morty? Not game theory. I mean film theory.
Film theory.
I mean,
Maybe
honestly,
next session. Maybe next session.
Honestly, I'm thinking that wouldn't be a bad idea, because again, I'm kind of on the fence as to whether or not I like Rick and Morty, but I don't hate it.
Well, the comedy in that show is to their liking.
Well, it's not even necessarily a comedy. I think it's more the stories, but whatever. But
it's so weird.
So we're definitely doing more Helluva Boss. That's no question about it. But I could see us definitely doing some more Kamen Rider, and I mean, if people want to do Rick and Morty, I mean, I got no problem with that. What about anybody else?
Well,
I have no problem with doing Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
I still have yet to catch up on the show, but
well, I mean, how much of the
series you get HBO, if you get HBO Max, if you get HBO Max, it has the first 5 seasons available.
Well, I don't have HBO Max.
I really don't want to pay for a streaming service.
Yeah, I already paid for Paramount Plus.
Off topic. Should we end the session?
No, we're still.
I got other stuff to do.
Yeah, I got some.
Well, I mean, if you want to bug out, that's fine. Cause I mean, sure, we'll. Actually, honestly, I think we have kind of tapped the well dry for tonight. But I mean, again, if there's stuff that you guys want, do you guys think we should end it now, or I mean, because.
Well, like I said, I got something to do in an hour.
Right now,
10:30. So I should probably start getting ready to get prepared for my.
Yeah, and I gotta go to bed soon.
Okay, well, I mean, at this point, it's 20 till 10 anyway, so that would only give us an hour before the next episode of hour and 40 minutes before, hour and 20, excuse me, before the next episode of Rick and Morty. I know a lot of you guys are big fans, so.
Yeah, I'll see if I can try to catch up on watching them, and then maybe we can do a.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like, we've kind of tapped the well for tonight, at least, because we don't have too much to discuss. We're definitely going to be doing another Helluva Boss session in the near future. In fact, I would say probably as soon as episode 2 of the new season drops.
As soon as
I think we're going to do
it drops, then we would definitely do a session, because now the well's dry.
Yeah, so all right, so here's what I'm thinking, guys. We'll our next session for Helluva Boss will be right after season 2, episode 2. In the meantime, there are things you can do for Kamen Rider. We could potentially do that for our next session, and then and Rick and Morty we could do as a session after that. We might even be able to just get something set up as a schedule where we do a session of Helluva Boss, a session of Kamen Rider, a session of Rick and Morty. Because I mean, Kamen Rider's not going to die anytime soon, I don't think. So.
Nope. Especially since Geats came out this year.
Wait, Geeks or Geet?
Geats with an S.
Oh. Well, no, was it GEA? Was it KS or TS?
TS.
So it was Geets. I thought so. Okay.
And plus, we still got.
Plus, I am loving the gimmick for Geets.
Do I want to know what the gimmick is?
They're called raise buckles.
Right?
I think we've
Buckles?
discussed this before. Yeah, because like you, like they've kind of made gimmicks out of the Kamen Rider like belts over the years, just because like as much as the suits have been gimmicked, so have the transformation belts. So
especially with Drive, his gimmick is cars, obviously.
yeah, in fact, because I kind of thought that they were kind of ripping off like Marvel's Ghost Rider, but then again, maybe Marvel ripped off Kamen Rider Drive. It's too close to tell.
Well, when I do get paid again, I will try to look up Verve and get a subscription just to try it out.
Yeah, I mean Verve is only like $10 a month.
Yeah.
But again, like there is like a official Tokusatsu channel. I'll look that up and I'll send that over to you, and you can because they got stuff for the Showa era Kamen Riders and the Heisei era Kamen Riders, and they might have. Do they have 01 over there? Because I think they do have 01.
I think so. And I also think they got Saber.
I think they do.
Speaking of Saber,
I just saw Revice on there, so I think they do have Saber. So
I need to know where to start when I start watching.
Yeah, well, all right. So basically, if you're talking about where to start, you would start with the original show, which is why I'm saying Verve is probably a good place because they've got the full like 90-odd episodes of that series up right now. And, they also have Kamen Rider Ryuki, which was the third Heisei era series.
Ryuki, yeah.
Dude,
Agito Ryuki Flash Blade, Hibiki Kabuto
Dude!
Yeah.
You are overwhelming him. I'm just trying to tell him what's on Verve right now. There's only 3 shows. There's 3 shows. There's 3 shows on Verve. You've got Kamen Rider Ryuki, and Kamen Rider 01. At one point, they did have Kamen Rider Kuga, but for whatever reason, they've lost that. Okay, but yeah, there's this stuff on the YouTube channel, and I'll point you to that later. What did you want, Ruby?
So yeah, we should probably wrap things up because it's almost 8 p.m. and I need to go to bed.
That's fine. If you want to bug out, go ahead. We're gonna do a quick wrap up here.
Yeah. I'll hopefully see you on Friday, Ruby, for the Sonic Rush thing.
I hope.
Yeah.
Depends if I wake up or not.
Because to be honest, we don't want that Tails again. To be honest, the whack out Tails.
Yeah, I mean the one we had last time was like. He like, dude, have you seen our most recent? Because I think you just put that one up too, didn't you?
I did this past Saturday. The hour and 45 minute long.
The dude was like, let me put it this way: even Sonic was going, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And you've seen my version of Sonic. It takes a lot to get him to do that.
It does.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this like, dude, literally, he flat out like. This Tails created a Tails robot that was so screwed up in the head that even Sonic flat out said he was a psychotic fucking bastard. Word for word.
I know.
Wait, where did this happen?
On the last stream on the last Sonic stream we just did, it went up a couple of like a day or two ago. It just went up on the channel.
Yeah, it went up yesterday because today's Sunday, so it's been up at least a day.
Yeah.
So, is it under video sharing or anything?
No, dude, it's on the Shadow and Friends gaming website.
And it's also in a playlist. There's also a playlist for it too. So
it's the most recent. It's the most recent Sonic Rush one.
Yep. The Sonic story wrap.
Sonic story finale.
Yeah.
Sonic and Friends play Sonic Rush Part 3, right?
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
Because this Friday, hopefully, we're gonna do the first half of Blaze's story.
Right. So.
Right there, right on. That's the name of one of the theme songs.
Yeah. So I'm hoping at that point we'll have. Hopefully your Tails will be back. We might need your Amy, and I'm hoping we'll also get Sally in on that as well.
Yeah.
So
Sally and Blaze. I mean, hopefully those two play nice. You know.
Well, why wouldn't they?
Well, it's because cats and chipmunks. I don't think they get along. Yeah,
dude, you gotta remember, like, real world animals do not correlate to the animals in the Sonic world.
They don't coexist with each other.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
But not like domestic cats.
Blaze is a cat.
Yeah, but not like a domestic cat.
Yes, she is.
she's based off of a domestic cat. Domestic cats and chipmunks don't really coexist with each other.
In real life, no. In the Sonic universe, yes.
Even though in videos I always make reference when I see a cat, I think it's related to Blaze.
Yeah, but we weren't talking about real life. We were talking about the never mind.
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah, hopefully Tails and Amy comes back. I mean, no offense to Christina, she does a great Amy. Christina does a good Amy. No offense to her. She does a good job.
Yeah, it's just having her pull triple duty is kind of
a little overboard.
Yeah, I mean, I technically do like quadruple duty, but like 2 of the characters that I do aren't even really there most of the time anyway.
Which ones?
Nega and what's his face?
Mario.
No.
Sonic.
No.
Knuckles.
No, you.
Okay.
The dumbass from the Sonic Rush Adventure.
Oh, you mean Nega?
No, the pirate.
Oh, Johnny and Whisker.
Thank you.
Sorry. Jeez. You do so many characters.
Dude, I've done Knuckles all of 3 times.
But now we have Jayse doing Knuckles since we had to kick out Shred Show because he was underage, sadly.
Yeah.
But
only by a year, so.
Yeah, but he is willing to come back when he turns 13.
We'll see.
And hopefully Ghost Gamer comes back too when he gets his new phone.
Actually, I was wondering where Ghost Gamer was because he was our Knuckles for a while.
Yeah, it was the last time he was Knuckles was that Night of the Werehog by Woody Fan 360.
Yeah, where it's like, hey, like 1 and 1 makes 110. I still don't know where he got that. That was
I have no idea.
That was fucking hilarious. No idea where he came up with that.
So anyway, tomorrow night
that was ridiculous.
Tomorrow night we're doing the Woody and Daffy Duck Back to the Future 3 with 7 characters. Hopefully everyone makes it.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, we'll make it up on Thursday.
Yeah,
and then Friday is the
like Sonic hasn't been in for any of these, so
yeah,
I'm not sure if he's gonna pop up for this one, but we'll see how things go. But
yeah, Mario's already in it because Mario and Luigi are in the future talking about their Nintendo Switch 2.
Yes, but again, like we don't necessarily need to have the same character who's in the video be reacting to it. But either way, we'll figure things out as they go.
Yeah,
and
it's funny.
Anyway, so folks, we're gonna wrap this up because we kind of have been like yapping, pretty much nonstop, which is always a good thing for us.
Did you say has been or have been?
What?
It sounded like you said. Sound like you said has been.
No.
Like Has Been Hotel.
Yes, I know what you were talking about. That's not what I said. I said we have been.
Oh, okay, have been.
We have been. Because whatever. Anyway, so like I said, we have been basically just chewing the fat here for the last like 9-10 minutes. Which is always, again, a good thing for us because having, a session like this is always good. And we might start just doing some more generic sessions because, I mean, that last time that we did, like, that whole thing where, like, we got recorded doing backstage shenanigans where it's just us running off at the mouth is actually pretty fun. And it gives you a chance to, see the kind of things that we would normally talk about, even if it's not necessarily aimed at one specific topic. So that might be something we might do as well. But anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe.
And click that notification bell just so that you won't miss any of our videos.
Thank you for interrupting me.
You're welcome.
Anyway,
you're welcome.
Part of our
I'm not
going to say sorry. I'm going to say you're welcome.
If you guys have any comments or questions, by all means, please let us know in the comments below. And we'll try to respond to some of them, either in the actual comments, or we might just respond in a later session. And with that, I don't know about you guys, but I guess since we're just going to wait for Rick and Morty to come on, I'm going to bug out. I got a couple things I can do while I'm waiting, so I guess I'll see you guys later.
Yep. All right.
And
hope you all take care.
Bye-bye, everybody. Have a nice night.
Back, Ruby Rose. Glad to have you back.
Have a nice night.
And
have a good night, everybody.
Yes. Have a good night and a weird as fuck morning.
Yeah, and sorry, and before we go, sorry for all the issues Rosary had with his family, just like stalking him pretty much.
Sorry about that. I'll just go downstairs next time.
Yeah, next time just use the garage or the basement.
Yeah. And, but take care, everybody.
Yeah, make sure you tell your sister not to get ice cream during a session either.
Yep. All right. So are we all done here then, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Put on the
Then
ending
we are out, folks. Peace.